feeds we'd have from years and years ago and months ago. But we're back together again, so hopefully things are working out. I know that it's the start of a new live feed and we're starting early, so some people are out there just getting that orange juice and vodka ready, Mr. Finley and Mrs. Finley, I'm sure, and other people. But I know that it is a fun evening that we will have chatting about travel, and we're starting to see more people travel and stuff like that, so it is very nice. I know that since we're starting at a random time, we don't have any viewers yet, but we're excited to start when people get on. Jocelyn has her phone up.
Let me look on that. I don't know.
Go to YouTube. Out in Forest. Good to see you. And let's see if Raphael, Mitchell. What's up, everybody? Hey, Olivia. Jennifer Ralph. There we go. Hey, Mo. Mo in the house. Should be in bed, but whatever. I don't judge. Look.
Did you find it?
I have not opened that up yet, but it looks like YouTube's working because I see Michael Mon, the Mon, is in the house.
Hi, Michael.
So my mom wants to say hi. Jesse, good to see everybody. Traveling the world. Good to see you back. Oh, so this week is crazy. I've started to see people really start to think about traveling again. People watching more videos. The website's been starting to kick back up again. All kinds of stuff. Oh, Richie in Belize. Oh. Can you get my Bellican hat? I have the hat right there.
That you've been wearing.
That I've been wearing all day yesterday. Yeah, so nice to see everybody here. But we started to see that things are starting to pop up again. People are starting to.
Oh, shit. You just walked into the.
So. So Richie, check out the hat we've been wearing today.
Dang.
Representing our time in Belize with a Bellican beer. Can't go wrong with that. Can't go wrong with that. Mary Ellen's saying hi, Mom.
Hi.
So we have our little surface here, so it's very, very small. So that's why my mom can't read too much.
Yeah, it's like.
Can you read these here?
Easier is just I have to.
I'll read it out to you.
I have to get a little closer. My vision isn't quite as sharp as it used to be.
So we'll get out here in a bit, and we'll switch out occasionally with Jocelyn and all kinds of stuff. Are you going to come over here and read? You can sit behind us, like in between us.
Sit and read.
Oh,
from
okay.
Here.
Okay.
Yeah, she couldn't.
Well, we can
I'm
try
sure
to get all of us, and then you'll be
read.
popped over.
Yeah. I need to be on the side so I can read.
I understand. I'm trying to get.
And besides, you get to be the rose between two thorns, right?
Yeah.
Thorn between two roses.
That's
right.
Yeah. He's our thorn.
There you go.
A thorn in both our sides.
So it is nice to be back. It is a Whiskey Wednesday, a wine or Whiskey Wednesday. Looks like we're all doing whiskey with a little bit of some in it.
Hi, Mo and Thomas.
Everybody out there. Def Leppard Rock rules in the house.
Def Leppard rules rock. Babs, hello.
Good to see you all.
Who else is on there? I saw Michael Mon zip by. Hello.
Oh, Def Leppard Rock rules. Thank you very much for the super chat, my friend.
I'm good at making an entrance, Michael.
That's right. She does a good job with that. With Portugal and Spain reopening to tourism from overseas soon, will it be safe for Americans to visit and get back home?
You're going to have to quarantine on your way back in.
You might have to, There's going to be that. So you're going to have to really follow the stuff that's going to be out there. And if you notice, like some countries like Spain are saying after July 1st, we won't have quarantines, but that doesn't mean when you come back, you might have to quarantine. So just have a heads up for that. Nick Peters saying, what's up, buddy?
Hey, Nick.
So we do have, there are some things you have to be looking out for. So that one thing is not going to change. How it's still going to be like, let's check what we have to do, but it is opening up. You're getting people to go do things. We got to drive over here to see my mom and my dad, so it's been nice.
Mom, I had dinner with Mother's today. I got to hang out with my little baby nephews. So everybody's been quarantining. So we figure if we're all quarantining, why can't we quarantine together?
So Lori Sims, I have no idea why the sound quality sometimes is kind of crud on this. Lately, it's been like that. But lost the stream on this end. Drop frames detected. 10% over last 2 minutes for a few seconds. You know, we go from one Comcast house to another Comcast house, and we still have Comcast problems. So we might not have a long one tonight because I'm even getting stuff saying we're missing all kinds of things. Can't get you back.
Let me go check if everybody else is offline.
Who's the lovely teenager with the glasses?
Yeah, thank you. I'm not sure.
Hey everybody, and on Facebook, are you still getting this over on Facebook? Drinking water, Ermi, good to see you on here. Melinda, hey y'all, good to see all of you.
On his phone, on the internet.
Hola Mariposa, hope you're doing well. Yes, Preston, there are places that are gonna require you to wear masks all the time. We're gonna see some things out there. Yeah, Michael Kalinsky, some technical distancing. Yes, I mean, my mom is beautiful. I agree.
Oh, thank you.
So, is it coming back? For those of you, Thomas Rose, I have not heard anything about Barnes & Noble yet. Please don't tell me the bad news is coming.
Oh, no, Thomas, I just talked to John today. John is the manager, the GM of our local Barnes & Noble, and he said, no worries, I can order stuff. They can deliver things to us curbside if I order things from them. So he said he misses us very much, and we miss him too. So we had a good little chat today via Messenger. So yeah.
So Michael, thank you for working in the grocery stores, and because that's essential and it means a lot. We appreciate all those workers out there who have done so much for so long, and that is really, really awesome.
And
so thank you.
You know, everybody, all the superheroes right now are the frontline healthcare workers, but we often forget the people who are like the people stocking the shelves in the grocery stores. They're huge, and the over the road truck drivers. I mean, there's so many people that are keeping us going right now.
And those who bring our groceries to our car.
Yes, everybody out there. So yeah, the gals are on. Joseph John from the Buckeye State, Ohio. So we actually were in Granada years ago, and we have friends who were at Ohio State, and so we did the Ohio sign for them, though we were from Illinois. So we did that. So Nick Peterson asks, what has been my favorite traveling adventure with my mother? We've had a lot. My mom and I have been to, I think, 30 or 40 countries together. A lot over the years, and it's been a fun time. I don't know.
Well, I mean, the most recent one was Africa, and that was pretty special.
Yeah,
I mean, that one would probably be hard to beat. Lithuania was interesting. Lithuania and Latvia was, kind of out of the ordinary.
Yep. Oh, and yes, also another person to thank, your U.S. Postal Service employees. Yes, they've been hooking you up with all those wipes, all that food, all that stuff that you've been ordering on Amazon at 2 o'clock in the morning. Nick Peterson and your whole crew.
Yes.
Represent, brother. Represent. Love it, man. Thank you so much. Oh, Elliot, thank you very much for the super chat. Well, you can. They are going to get full. It's going to be crazy. We've already heard about places that are filling up with the hotels filling up and the reservation stuff. You hear Disney's going to be opening up, I think, July 11th, and then Epcot the 15th. So there's all kinds of stuff really, really starting.
And Josh Casper had asked if Greece was a good place to go for your first trip to Europe. And that was my first trip to Europe. My dad took me to Greece, and we were visiting a lot of family and friends and things that were there, but we had an excellent time. Most people, like certainly 40 and under, will speak English because, let's be honest, Greek is difficult. But do learn a few words because the Greeks love it. If you can just say parakalo, please, efkariso, thank you. Just a few words will mean so much to them because they know that, Greek's different. It's all Greek to me, right?
That's right. Judo is in the house. Amadir Mafia.
Hola, baby.
Hola. So those who don't know Amadir Mafia, if you're watching on the Facebook feed, that's actually our Brazilian family. If you watch Jocelyn's video on her...
Brigadeiro.
No, it wasn't the Brigadeiro one. Was it the Brigadeiro one?
Yeah,
and,
I think so.
Tomorrow's Jocelyn video on Simply Jocelyn, you will see Jiro pop up and Berta pop up talk about mousse de maracuja or passion fruit mousse. That's what she's teaching tomorrow on her videos.
Because Berta, my Brazilian mother-in-law...
maravilhosa!
Maravilhosa.
Berta, você maravilhosa!
Beijo. She had this beautiful, enormous mousse de maracuja cake made for my birthday a few years ago. Oh my gosh, it was just incredible. They're wonderful human beings. We love them.
They are.
We're
lucky to have them.
We are.
So traveling the world, I've had to cancel my trip to Europe in July. We're fighting right now to get our fighting with insurance and airlines. Any tips to win at least 75% refund? If you have the stuff that proves you have a Department of Transportation, file a complaint with them. That gets stuff done. We've actually, for our members and the people that are members and patrons, we had a discussion about this, and one of our people on there was saying, it's like, look, we were going into a circle, they're giving us the runaround, and then we filed the complaint. Within 2 weeks, we had our money back. So that might be something to look into, honestly. Oh, hey, thank you, Dudley Do-Right. Good to see you back.
Hey,
so,
Dudley.
Thank you for the super chat. So what's an easy way to go from London to Bruges? So you can actually do that Channel train. There's actually a train you can take that'll go from London to Brussels, and then in Brussels you can switch on the train there and go over.
Have to switch in Paris?
No, some will go out. Wait, well, I don't know if they still have that road. You might have to go to Paris, then come over, and then go to Brussels. But it is doable because of the flight stuff. It's a really quick flight. It's not too bad with the train. You can go either way. Price-wise, it's actually going to be cheaper to fly to Brussels than just it's like an hour train to get there. It's not too bad. It's really a beautiful, beautiful trip. Derek has wanted to say hi to Kathy. Derek is Mr. Means to Travel.
Oh, yeah, Mr. Means. Yeah.
So if those of you that are on here, you'll see Means to Travel, and you'll see Gallivanting Gals. And the Gallivanting Gals on their site today put out a very nice interview they had with the lovely Means to Travel.
Oh, I'm
Liz.
sorry. I'm not paying attention. I'm reading.
Liz was on there, and so they had a nice talk, and you got to hear about their story of going to Europe, and they had to come back, and so they had some good back and forth there, so it was really, really nice.
Yep, and Liz is fun, and she is on here too. And hi to Liz and Scorpio Sue,
Reggie and her man.
Reggie. Lori Sims. Lori said she just got something from her hotel in Florence explaining their new restrictions and mandates and whatever for COVID protection and things like that. I tell you what, our friends in Italy are like pleased as punch. I can't tell you all the pictures they've sent, and they're all out in their masks and whatever, but they're in the piazzas and they're drinking their spritz con Aperol 6 feet apart, but they're so happy to be out,
because Italy had extremely strong stuff like restrictions.
Like you couldn't, if you went out to your garden, you could only go
like a meter
from your house.
Wow.
The only time you could leave was to go to the grocery store, and only one person was allowed at a time. So that's
and you had to have masks, gloves, all kinds of stuff. So.
Hey, Finance Amy Fresh, thank you for the super chat. She says, hi, I've always dreamed of traveling on the Orient Express. Have you experienced it? Would you have any train travel tips? So we haven't gone on the Orient Express, although we've talked about it. We just haven't done it yet, partially because it's pretty pricey for the four of us.
But there are parts of it you can actually do.
Yeah, you don't have to do the whole
fancy version.
Yeah, and you don't have to do the entire trip, that fancy version. You can do just a portion. So train travel, we actually have a video on train travel tips. Again, pack small, pack light, because you don't have a ton of space for your bags and things like that. The Orient Express specifically will have like really nice food if you're doing the fancy version, which if you're going to do it, you should do that, right?
Yeah, it's not cheap. It is not cheap.
It isn't. It's pricey, but what an experience. Like that's one of those lifetime experiences that I think, you would definitely get a kick out of.
And Dudley Do-Right, thank you very much for the super chat. I'm glad our advice is fantastic. I'm glad we could help you with the info. That is super nice of you. So I just got a bunch of our Facebook posts coming back here, so I'm going to try to answer some of those. So Ruzi in the UK, good to see you. Ermi in Tennessee, always a pleasure. John Price, I have been to the Canary Islands. I guess Tenerife, maybe. I'm not a super huge fan of the Canary Islands because it's not super Spanish, because it's a lot overrun by tourists. So you have a lot of tourists who go there for the drinking and stuff like that, so it takes a little bit more to find out. Like if you're on Gran Canaria, that's like super touristy. I'd go to one of the other ones for that.
Hi, Lauren.
Oh, Lauren's on here. Hey, Lauren.
Hi, Mache. Oh my gosh, so many of you are off the beaten path, adventures and travel. Hello, how are you?
Jen and Ginger.
Mark did not teach in Xi'an. Mark taught in Beijing, but we went to Xi'an while we were living in Beijing. So our main hub was Beijing for about 7-8 weeks. And then every weekend, or Mark had like long weekends, like 3 or 4 days. So we were only in Xi'an for 4 days, I think. We went to Tianjin. We did a bunch of different things, but Xi'an was really special. And what's really crazy is after you're in Beijing for like a month and then you go to a city of 7 million people, you're like, oh, it's like a small town. You felt like you were in a town of like 40 or 50,000, but really it was not. Oh, that was pretty.
Well, I'm just trying to make it so you can see everybody and we can do it without the chat box on the side because some people had asked for that. So now...
Hey, musings at midlife. Oh.
It's all good now. Got Mama and Mamma Mia. It's all good here.
All right.
So, so hopefully you all get to see all three of us talking now.
Ooh, the gals stayed in a hotel. The gals had they wrote earlier they had a doctor's appointment down in Nashville. So they went down and they stayed with some friends at a lake house to kind of not be in the city. And
Good idea.
they did say one night at a hotel. They were in a Marriott, it says. And they said it was different, but not as weird as they expected. Like it was different and unusual, but not insanely different. So
Good
that's
to
good
hear.
to know. Yeah.
Christian
Hey,
Valdez
Christian.
is in the house.
He's going to be in and out. Hi, Mama Walters.
Hi.
Christian is moving very soon, and we're all very excited for him. It's going to be a big, exciting life journey.
Mark Finley's in the house finally,
Hi,
being slow in
Mark.
there. So Deborah McHenry. Sorry. Hi guys. Any word on European Christmas market? Love you guys. They haven't said anything yet. I know people worry because Oktoberfest was canceled, but the thing is, you have to think is Oktoberfest is all inside, enclosed, in tents with people smushed together like closer than we are. Okay, not good. Christmas markets are more spread out, so that might be a little bit better chance to have that. So there is that. Okay.
So Banacos had a question, but it zipped by. I'm sorry I missed it, dude. Apologies.
Okay, so Jeffrey Bloom was heading to Tanzania, had to cancel it, replaced to go to Acadia, Maine.
Acadia's great.
It's gorgeous.
It's beautiful.
I know it's not Tanzania. It's like oh, you make this amazing dish and it's so gorgeous, and then you trip and fall and it all falls on the floor, and then you go to like a nice restaurant. You're like, yeah, that's nice, but I spent all that time and effort. I was so excited for this, and it was gone.
Jeffrey, Tanzania will be there after COVID. Just remember that.
The gals are looking at an 18 and a half hour flight. Ugh.
Oh,
yeah.
So you know what? I think our longest was Chicago straight to Tokyo. What was that? 14, 15?
Yeah, and then coming back was like only 10 because we had insane wind with us. Like we were like this the whole time.
A mad tailwind, and we shook like mad. But wasn't that amazing? Like we got home, and I think it was like.
It was Minneapolis. It was Minneapolis. No.
Minneapolis.
Coming back from that, it was only 10 because it was like stupid fast.
I don't think it was 10. Honey, I think it was 12.
No.
Anyway, we shaved off a goodly amount of time, and
that was like their record
the whole way. That was a little much. Paul
So-
Hayes, thank you for the super chat.
It says, good evening, everyone. Things are improving here in the UK. Normality is coming back slowly. Hope you all well. Drinks tonight. Local beers. I wish I was having one with you, my friend. Cheers. Cheers.
Cheers. Woodford calf.
Cheers.
Very nice. Very
That's good.
nice. So,
Have you ever been?
Tijuana. I have not been to Tijuana, but Portland, Oregon. You've been to Portland, Oregon.
Yeah, I've been to Portland.
Any
Very
advice?
nice.
Josh,
It's-
wait.
What? She's
I'm
talking.
sorry.
I think I was there
Rude.
right after 9/11.
Oh wow.
So it was very nice. I mean, that's a beautiful area. Absolutely gorgeous. Hard to remember everything. I think they had an Indian museum that I thought was fabulous.
Yeah.
It was just a beautiful city. Oh, isn't that where they have the fish market?
Fish market's in Seattle.
Oh, that's in Seattle. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was there too. So
Let's see.
nice places.
Hey
Nice
Debbie.
places.
Hey Mark.
So Carol Janacek asks, hello, every time we travel, we always look for your recommendations. When are you traveling next? We just traveled to Grandma's house.
To Quincy.
I told you all, the first place we were going to go when we could travel was to Grandma's house. And we are here at Grandma's house. And Liam, when we told Liam this week we were going to go to Grandma's house, he's like, oh, I love going to Grandma's house. It's awesome. I love her so much. I can't see her and Grandpa. He was so pumped. It was awesome. And even Caleb's like, it'd be cool to go see Grandma and Grandpa. I mean, he's 13, so he's like,
nothing's cool.
Nothing's cool, but he was like, it's cool to go see him. So that was awesome. That was great to be here. So that's our first trip. Now our next trip. I don't know.
Donna Calista White, what uncrowded Greek islands would you recommend? So Crete is actually not as crowded. Knossos is crowded, and Hania is somewhat crowded. But outside of that, you go on the south side of the island, and you've got beaches and hotels all to yourself. It's not easy to get to, but it is glorious, and it is all yours. Kefalonia is another one. Look on a map, and if you haven't heard of the island, you should go there. That's my best advice.
Hey, I also want to say thank you to Jennifer Benzie for the super chat. That is super awesome
Jennifer.
for you. Fist bump. Boom. Thank you. So I'm still using the software we've been using the last couple of weeks on this chat so we can do Facebook and YouTube better. Could you let me know when we're showing up on your screen, are we actually doing the whole like movie theater thing? Or are we all smushed together so I look really skinny?
Do we have pinheads or not?
Yeah. So you need to come snuggle closer.
I can't.
It's kind of.
I'll just go this way. Ooh.
Why don't I just sit in your lap?
Ooh. It's that kind of super chat night. All right. Oh, my Shane Tessier is in the house. Good to see you.
Hi to her
I didn't say
earlier.
hi. Lisa, we're drinking some whiskey.
I had wine at my mother's earlier for dinner, though.
I had a few beers for dinner, too. So.
Yep.
All right, let's see. Get back down to get some of the newer ones. Let's see. Okay. Oh, Lauren just found I just got good news. I'll be able to do my internship this fall online.
Hey.
That's awesome.
Okay, 5 more classes and I'll have my BS. Wanted to share because it makes me so happy and excited. We all felt like that. I'm happy you get to have that moment.
That's awesome.
And I'm glad you shared it with us too.
Yes, thank you for that. Let's see.
Oh.
Utah's open for travel.
Wait, what does that say right above? Go up. Boop, boop. Dudley Do Right. Thank you for the super chat. Thanks. Not thanks for the warning.
It says, Mark, be careful. Wet willies from each side now. I'm just going to sit like this the whole time.
It might happen.
So you guys can still.
All right.
Oh, Lori hasn't seen her mom for 2.5 months. I know. It sucks.
Yeah, that's where we're all at until now.
Yeah, Jade, Buddha, skateboarding, and graffiti. That's cool.
I wanted to answer him earlier.
So Jade asked, which country haven't you been to and done a video in but want to? So for me, the countries I really want to go to, someone actually asked this on a chat earlier, was Egypt, Israel, Bhutan with you. Egypt, Israel, Bhutan.
I want to go to Ethiopia, Bhutan, and Israel. Those are my top 3 at the moment. I mean, and my top 3 change all the time. They come and go. But
what about you, Mom? Where's some places you want to go?
Oh, well, a lot of places. I guess Egypt.
Remember.
I'd like to go to Ethiopia. I think I'd like to go, what's that? Not Seychelles, but one of those islands.
Yeah, Maldives, Seychelles, around there. That's cool. So we have a new member.
Welcome to the club, Samantha.
Welcome, Samantha. Yay!
You're going to have fun. And also, Samantha, you need to write us on Walter's World so that we can add you to, we have a members and patrons only group. It's called the Superheroes of Walter's World, and it's a very active group. I mean, people, all of our members and patrons are on there talking all the time and having a good old time. Speaking of which, I want to say hi to Eric Brown, who is one of our members and patrons. And he was putting up with me singing some crazy songs the other day. So
cool. So Mark Klimas on Facebook. Hope everyone in the fam is doing well. Thanks for the great content. Thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate that. Debbie Bliss in Houston, Texas. One of the places I would like to get to if we can get moving again. Let's see.
Hello, Julia in Kerry, Ireland. Very cool. We're hoping to be there in October. Cross our fingers. We were gonna have a big trip there. So
that's right. Nice family road trip through there.
Yeah.
Oh, we've got Matka Polka in the U.S. Your channel is wonderful. Greens from Louisville, Kentucky, from a Polish girl.
Very cool.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Oh, Mr. Means to Travel wants you to know that they just got their new Apostle World shirts.
I
saw it. If you go to
know.
our Instagram, I shared their story, so you can check them out, how fantastic they look.
And Liz said that she absolutely was thrilled with hers because it's so super soft. I'm telling you guys, I only pick out good stuff.
It is super soft.
I'm picky, and I don't allow them to sell yucky stuff.
So we have Adam, and since Adam's Hen House had a question, so this is what we got in our cup tonight. We got some Woodford Reserve. Join a little bit.
Prost,
Prost.
Thomas. Inside Lauren's brain. Are you all able to get haircuts yet? My children have, because I did it
Friday.
Mom, and what's more important is my dad, because my dad's got like the crazy old man hair right now. I came in the house.
I'm not kidding. I said, Bill, can I get my scissors? I said, you look like a ragamuffin. Do you want me to trim your hair? And he's like, no. So June 1 in Illinois, you can get haircuts, but it has to be
by appointment.
One person only, by appointment. When my lady called to reschedule the one that I missed in April, she's like, okay, Jocelyn, have you traveled anywhere that has more cases of COVID than we do, or something similar to that? And I was like, no. And she's like, so here's when I have appointments open. And I was like, what if I can't do that first one? She didn't have another one for like 2.5 weeks. And she's one of those people that she always squeezes me in, and she's like, I can't squeeze anymore because there has to be space between people. I have to wipe everything down. It's a lot of stuff.
And it's really important when you have your hairdressers and stuff like that, you give them that time and don't get upset because they have to do all these things because they can lose their license. Like that's one of our friends, she's a hairdresser, and people were like, can you just come to my house and cut my hair? She's like, I can't. I will lose my license and I will never have a job again with this. So it's a big deal. So so get your hair did legally and nicely and help them escape their jobs. I know my mom, when my mom's lady called her, she's like, can I get my bill in, my dad?
She's like,
seriously,
I'll get my appointment up.
He needs it.
Luckily, he can't hear very much because he doesn't know what we're saying. But yeah, maybe we'll get him over here and be like, oh, okay. So W993, thank you very much for the super chat. Very good question. Any recommendations on how I can keep up to date with countries that are allowing tours for the future? And thanks for the videos. Yes, there are some things out there. Could you get the site that's on? Because one of our fans on the super fans or superheroes actually posted a thing. I think it's restrictions.
I also want to say IATA. If you look up the specific countries, because IATA has it for every country, and you have to go to IATA, not the .org one, the other one. So there's that, and then the other thing is if there are specific things places you want to go, check with their what do we call that? Their State Department. Good Lord Almighty. Okay, honey, I don't know where this is, so I don't know where it is in that. But you go ahead and look at that.
So I'll look at it in a sec. Sebastian's, we're moving to Netherlands in July. Are on the fence whether to delay again. Miami to Amsterdam, layover in Dallas. What would Walter's World do? July, if they don't have the restrictions and you're moving there for work, I would get there.
Yeah.
I would get there.
Jose Pereira, hola. Hey guys, still fighting my credit card and hotel in Copenhagen. New info up my sleeve, but the level of service is off-putting. So, I'm going to just say this. I don't know about your credit card, but Denmark doesn't always have the kind of customer service Americans are used to. So be prepared for that. It's just the way they do business. It's different, but you'll make it through.
So the Gallivanting Gals on here actually shared this with us. It's called Restrictions. The website is restrictions.info, and it goes through like what you have to do. Like it says, 7 hours ago, Uruguay imposed forced isolation. They updated Puerto Rico, Monaco, France, like hour by hour. You can go restrictions by country, but it's restrictions.info is keeping up to date on this stuff. So you can like go, and I don't know if you can see that. It'll show you like all the countries you can pick that way, and it'll tell you the restrictions. So restrictions.info.
Hi, Chris Bates.
Chris Bates in the house.
Chris says Chris has been such a huge help to us lately with researching things. He's a wealth of information. So anyway, he says, I want to steal Mom's background for a Zoom background. I love the reads. So
Thank you.
Those are real. I mean, they're not real. They're fake.
They're not real green.
They're not live greenery.
No, they're not live.
Yeah, but they are pretty, aren't they?
They are fake, but
yeah.
I thought they were pretty. Thank you.
Yeah, Chris got good taste. Good taste. Oh, journey with Eric and Julia. We took our first trip last week to Galveston Island to the beach this week. I think this week it's Turner Falls and Arbuckle Wilderness. Very nice, very nice. Oh, Samantha, I'm glad to have you on as one of our members. That is awesome.
Yeah, you're going to enjoy it. Lori's looking at a job interview. I guess all I can say about my hair is COVID. No salons available.
You can go over the ponytail. That's what I go for. Even I'm like, yeah, this ponytail's getting a little long.
Oh, goodness.
It's getting a little long here.
That's funny. Yeah, you know.
Oh, so Thomas Leonard wants to know, wait, Patron, what is the link to join? So you can go to patreon.com/WaltersWorld, and you can join that way on Patreon, or you can become a YouTube member by clicking join down below. You can see the join button and learn there. Here, I'll put it on a little thing here. So there is that. You want to answer?
Yep. Hello, Bryant in Argentina, to all of us.
Hi, Brian.
Hola.
Let's see. What else do we have? Where are we now? We are at Mom's house, or Mom-in-law's house. So still in Illinois. We're not going far, and they have been sequestered for, the 2.5 months, and so have we. So we just decided to kind of see one another since we're all like clean.
We're on the Mississippi River.
Yeah.
The Gem City.
The Gem City. That's right.
Right. Are we going to Austria next summer? We were supposed to be there. Actually, Mark should be teaching.
I should be teaching. Well, actually, I am teaching class. Actually, I am teaching in Austria, but the class is now online. So I have Austrian students that are asleep now because they're good students, and I actually will be teaching them live tomorrow, online classes. So if you check out the Professor Walters channel, you will see quite a few live videos popping up, and also a lot more, a lot of. Can I help you? What's going on?
Well, I'm just saying, it's 8:22 and you're going on, is this your third, darling?
No?
Yeah, because you started.
Look, there's very little gone.
I know, I want you to pace yourself because...
Their internet's not very good, so we got to get 3 hours of drinking and chatting in like 2 hours, okay? It's not for me, it's for you all, okay?
Y'all, we're going to be done. Usually we go until like 11 or so. We might go a little not as long today.
Well, yeah, because my mom, she doesn't stay up late. It's for Mama Walters. Why y'all? I know I'm destroying the Woodford by putting that in there, but I want to go long here. I don't want to if I just knocking it back too much, it'd be a little crazy.
Woodford goes down pretty smoothly, so
it does.
Woodford is
nice.
nice.
Make the doohickey roll because I
sorry.
can't reach it, my love.
Well, you can push the button. And
no, but I can't reach it.
Ah, your toenail just cut my leg.
It's not true. It wasn't my toenail.
Apparently, the pedicure places aren't open either.
Oh God, I need one.
Hey, Brian, we love America too, my buddy.
I could use a pedicure.
Thank you, Stephen. I think my mom's a cutie
Catherine,
too.
It's nice to see you. All right.
So Brian Smith, good guy, cute kid, way cuter than he is. Just we both know this Brian. He's an adorable little kid. Anyway, what's better, Patreon or YouTube? If you sign up. For those who want to do it, it's whatever is easiest for you.
Derek.
For whoever, if you want to, like these sites say you donate money a month and it helps support the creators and stuff like that. Patreon takes a smaller percentage than YouTube does, and with YouTube has restrictions what we can give you, whereas Patreon you can get a few things. Like so once a month we'll send out with the new members we'll send out if they at certain levels you get like koozies or stickers or phone calls or things like that. There's different things you can get. Whereas in YouTube it's more just like you get the videos and you get the because we do exclusive live feeds are just for patrons and other people, and you get like the cool buttons and stuff. So it depends what works best for you.
Derek wants to know.
That's a good idea.
You want one too?
Yeah.
Here.
Thanks.
Jimmy Two Toes, one of my favorite names on here. From the lovely land of Canada. Hi, guys. Had some good news tonight and happy to celebrate with a live stream. Thank you. I'm glad we can celebrate with you. I don't know.
Good news.
Is there going to be a third toe?
Cheers to Jimmy 2.5 toes.
Yeah, well, we'll pretend like we know what's going on.
Mm-hmm. So Derek, Mr. Means to Travel, was commenting on the ice bucket and how fancy it was. So that's all it is. You can get one at Target for about $15.99, and it's got little tongs. Make sure you get the tongs.
Quite nice.
We're trying to be fancy like Means to Travel because they bring out like the nice stuff out, like bougie, all kinds of things. So all kinds of stuff. Oh, Effie in Montreal.
Effie,
bonsoir. Effie.
Effie.
It's hard to read these things.
Whenever Effie's name comes through, I had an Aunt Effie.
Oh.
And actually, there are a lot of women in my family, generations through, named Eftihia. So, hi. That's special to me. All right. So, Dominic said, I'm interested in studying at a German university, not just studying abroad with U.S. university. What advice would you give to someone who wants to go down that route? Mark has done that route.
Yeah,
so there you go.
You have to apply directly like any German would. Just like an international student would apply to the U.S., you just apply directly. And Germany used to have a certain number of spots that were reserved for foreign students. I don't know if they have that anymore because there's so many. I know she gets it a lot. Because with the European Union restrictions, I'm not sure, but you will have to apply directly. Master's programs sometimes will take the GRE or the GMAT. Sometimes just grades. I didn't have any problem getting in, but I also went. I had a good GMAT and GRE scores, so it wasn't too big of a deal. But if you're going for your undergrad, so in Germany the master's programs, a lot of them are in English, but on the undergrad, a lot of it's in German. So you want to make sure you're looking. Now some of them will start in English from the beginning, but you just apply like you do a normal program. So,
Leticia Andrea Serrano Pugh asked if we recommend going to Greece in July. So,
we have.
In normal years, it's hot as... Okay, what he's saying is it's hot as the fires of Hades, okay?
Well, I don't know if Hades is that hot.
I was going to say, it could be a little warm.
It's really hot. It's also that's the height of tourist season, like July, August. But I tell you what, the best month to go to Greece is September, in my opinion. That's like...
It was nice the end of May.
It is April. So when there's Easter, when we have Pascha, it's really, really busy, and it's also really expensive to get there. But if you go a little bit after that, like Kathy was saying in May, that's a lovely time, and things are sort of starting to open up. Yeah. September, all the things are still open from tourist season. They haven't closed things up yet.
Don't go in February.
February everything's dead. July things are hot. But you know what? There's the Med. So, you can just hop into the water. So, there's that.
There it is. So, Michael White, thank you very much on Facebook. I love all your videos. They're the best. It's very nice of you. Nefri in the Philippines, thank you very much for being a fan. We appreciate that. Donna, we have not been to Namibia. I am sorry for that. Julia, they're closed down at the minute, but hopefully things will be good by then, so you can go and travel. They're going to be looking for snorkeling. I forgot where you're going. Sorry, I can't add some comments to that. Joel was making fun of me having a bit too much, but you know what? We'll have that. Stephen Anderson, I have a big afro at this point. Hey, I wish I could grow a big afro right here. I ain't got nothing. So just be happy. Just be happy, you know? So Ivica points out, hey, I just checked. Restrictions.info is wrong on Croatia. Croatia does not have any restrictions at the moment. About now, none. So that is one of the things is you get some ideas, get there, and then go to the official website of the country you're going to go to for their travel restrictions.
Right. Never take anything for granted. Always check with that specific country. But if you find something that sounds appealing and you don't have really definite plans, I say go, find it there at restrictions.info and then go to that country's State Department.
Hey, Wan Chan, how are you doing? Well, oh, Terry's in the house. Good to see Terry Finley, wonderful
Terry.
lady. Okay, so Elizabeth Andrew on Facebook. Hello, any tips for the first time trip to South Africa in 2021? Long flight. Don't joke around with your safety. No bling whatsoever. Okay, you got to be smart about that. Get reputable guides to take you on some of the stuff.
Light, so you don't have to deal with that.
Yeah, Kruger National Park is amazing, so definitely check that out when you're there. But there's some things there. Scott is going to Antigua in early June. Any suggestions? Lots of sunblock.
Yeah, right.
Lots of sunblock. Bring dollars.
Jennifer says she's cheersing us with Blue Wicked. Very cool. Ooh, cheers, thanks. Jennifer. Thank you.
Cheers.
Oh, Sebastian, thanks for all the videos. Wife and I love to prep before our trips and have seen all. Let's hope our transit to Amsterdam this summer isn't our last one. Amen to that. Amen
it won't
to
be.
That. It won't be.
It won't be. It's coming.
Let's see.
Okay, I can't read that. That was in a language I don't know. I'm sorry.
It's okay. I'm trying to see if we're on here. April Finley's there.
Hey, April.
Hey, Mark. I'm just popping to say hi for now. I'm at dinner with a friend. Well, tell your friend hi.
Girl.
Sorry we didn't get this in case you missed it. So, friend of April's. Funny. April's pretty cool. So just FYI. And if you stop being her friend, we'll come find you. So, not Mark won't. The 6'7" dad won't find you. The 5'11" random fat guy from Illinois. Watch out.
Nick says, my beer tonight might be kind of fancy, but drinking it straight from the bottle. Are you supposed to drink beer another way? I mean, in Brazil, you have to drink it Bengelagila. I can't say that. I can never say it.
Bengelagina? Bengelagina! Means like really rather icy, rather super cold. Mm-hmm. So good. So good. Ooh, David Cox has the question of the night so far, which is hilarious that it's David Cox, and the question is beaver nuggets versus Stroopwaffeln. Which one wins in a fight? Okay, so
beaver nuggets.
Background here. Beaver nuggets are not what you think they are. They do not come from the behinds of beavers or other parts of people's bodies. Beaver nuggets are a snack you get at Buc-ee's, which is a gas station chain out of Texas. They have the cleanest toilets anywhere, and it's like, I don't know, it's puffed fried amazing goodness. It's just awesome. It's so good. And then Stroopwaffeln are the really thin waffles with the caramel in the middle that you'll see. They're like on air, like United has them sometimes. You see them a lot of times at fancy cafes now, and they're getting more popular in the U.S.
Of your hot coffee, so the
and
caramel melts in the middle.
Or the caramel melts if you prefer.
Caramel is only in the Midwest. The rest of the world calls it caramel.
Oh, I'm sorry. Where are we? In the Midwest.
Well, I'm just saying, the rest of the people that are not Midwestern don't know what you're saying.
Well, their YouTube is on. Anyway. I would probably have to.
Sounds like a tough call.
That is a tough call. Because I can not.
Beaver nuggets.
Yeah, because I could eat a whole bag of beaver nuggets, but I could only get like 3/4 of the way through a bag of Stroopwaffeln in one go. So, thank you for that question, David Cox. Yeah, Joel, I'm the one that had too much. Yeah, Joel, thanks, buddy.
I can't handle the words beaver and Cox in the same sentence. David, you're my favorite now.
Breathe.
I've snorted like 3 times.
That might take the cake.
So, Eric Brown wants to know how the beaches are in Greece. They're gorgeous. Actually, probably the best beaches in Europe for going and just laying out on the beach and stuff like that. Definitely lather up, because I'll tell you, I make these comments about purple tourists all the time in my Greece videos because it's true. Because you get people from all over that go there, and the sun's so much hotter. It's like when you're in Central America, people don't realize you get fried. Scott, we do not have a video on Antigua. Sorry, my friend.
No, not yet.
Okay.
All right.
I'm sorry, I can't read those.
Polosneza, thank you for the donut.
Curious, which dialect of German does the federal Swiss state use? There are so many dialects.
So, anonymous, it's Swiss German, which is its own kind of a dialect, is the official one. Schweizerdeutsch. Like, I've been in I speak German pretty well. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you. I speak German pretty well.
More than pretty well.
Well, I have to practice to get back to where I was. But anyway, I've been in a train car in the 6-seater one, and I'm sitting there with a family of Swiss people. No idea what they're saying. I'm like, and then the dad looks at me and he's like, and he speaks like Hochdeutsch, High German to me, and he's like, wie geht's hier? I was like, it's gonna be good. And we start chatting, and everyone switches to Hochdeutsch, and I'm like, oh, so is that Swiss German? Like, yeah. He's like, you probably didn't understand me. I'm like, yeah, I understood nothing. I'm like, I know the shogi is chocolate, and that's it. Like, it's
wow.
It's
really,
next level.
That's the important word when you're in Switzerland. Just chocolate. Know the word for chocolate.
Yeah.
That's
Don Gerard, thank you very much for loving our show. We appreciate it.
Eric Brown got his first haircut and then it zipped by. But Eric, I'm really glad you got a haircut. That's really exciting.
Yeah, hippie.
Who would have thought
haircuts long
were so
hair.
Exciting?
I know.
I mean, it's such a luxury, isn't it? Except for that, I'm cutting my kids' hair and they're like, I found that.
No, you didn't. No, you did really well with Caleb.
Well, I did well with Liam too, but it's I found out the reason that I did well with Liam's haircut this time is because I put on Dragon's Race to the Edge, and I cut his hair literally in front of the TV. It's great. Everything, was fine.
Brian Smith says, wait, fresh Stroomflaffen or the packaged one? Now that might change things.
But
if I get it fresh,
don't say the rest of the
But
sentence.
if I get Bucky, if I give me at Bucky's and get the beaver nuggets while I get a freshly carved brisket sandwich.
Okay, so all the comments just caught up with that thing. We can't read that out loud or I'm gonna have another fit. I'm
Stephen
so
Baldy, you can get beaver nuggets on eBay for $1.35. $135. Hey, Stephen.
$135.
Stephen, I don't know if those are the same beaver nuggets we're talking about because they're like $5. They're like $5 a bag. So yeah, I mean, I'll go down to Texas and get some.
Jeremy says, thank you for your videos on how to deal with cash while traveling. We used the kiosk in the airports once and will not ever again. Keep the great videos.
Thanks, man. I'm glad we can help
Nick
out.
Peterson. I can't repeat that, but you should try them. There is one Buc-ee's in Alabama, yeah? And then the rest are all in Texas so far.
We're supposed to be one coming in Georgia, I believe.
Praise God, because Georgia needs Buc-ee's and also beef.
Thank you, Macarich Vlog.
Oh, good news. Claire, hello. Have y'all been to Istanbul or any parts of Turkey?
Oh, that's
do
another
you
place
have plans to go in the future? So we were going to go like in 3 weeks. 2 weeks. Now.
No, yeah, no,
right?
because I was supposed to go. I would already be my second. So it's this weekend. Next weekend. Next weekend we would have been in Turkey.
So,
just like all of us going
plans.
back, going like, oh, why didn't you go there? I'm like,
when you make plans, God laughs at you and like throws you something else. So
that's right.
That's not what's going to happen. So, Darren,
I'm glad our videos could help out, buddy. That's awesome of you.
Thank you. All right. So
let's see. Oh, Yariv, I saw a video with Jocelyn driving stick shift on the left lane in the UK. Was it hard to learn? From Yariv in current time. 4:40 a.m. in Israel.
Oh, good Lord! I hope
you've been drinking all night long.
No, I hope that you're waking up and not staying up.
I don't. At 4:40, I hope you're up all night long, and then you're gonna go to sleep soon.
However it works out. Thanks for watching. And I have to say that driving on the left with a stick is not very difficult for me. I've been able to drive a stick, on the other side of the road, and it's not been a problem. My biggest problems were making right-hand turns because that's just a muscle memory thing, and also putting on my seatbelt and looking in the rearview mirror. So when you sit on the left and drive on the right, you look up and to your right for the rear view, and I kept doing that. I kept checking that spot.
I'm like, and I would see. I'm like, stop doing that.
I'm like, there's nothing there.
And I'm like, look the other way.
But generally speaking, it was not bad.
Yep.
Okay.
So, hey, Carmen. Oh, Carmen's on. Good to see Carmen. So, Lori Sims, I'm very hesitant to drive by myself in Europe. It's not as bad as you think. I will say where it is bad is in the major cities, like in Paris, in London, Berlin's not bad at all, but like in some of the bigger cities, like in Madrid or in Barcelona, that's like hell. Like getting out of Sevilla.
Getting out of Barcelona was tough. Finding the airport actually was tough.
So Jose asked, what
New England treats do we miss?
Lobster rolls.
Lobster rolls. Oh my gosh. Anything with lobster there is fantastic.
The lobster.
Clams.
Kathy, give me your glass. I'll give you some ice.
Yes, I need some.
Clams. Yes.
Steamers.
Oh, balls. I just dropped that to go along with the beaver nuggets.
I'm not laughing. You're laughing.
There is too much innuendo tonight.
Fancy Crocs, we're doing just fine.
Blueberries.
Thank you for asking.
Okay. Everybody get on.
Giselle Rivera's on. Good to see you, Giselle.
Giselle was on earlier. I just didn't get to answer what she said, or maybe she was talking to somebody else and not us.
We haven't been back that much. Hold on. Oh, Deanne James, tomorrow's your birthday. Happy early birthday.
Happy birthday. Birthdays are fun.
Yeah, sorry.
Go ahead.
No, birthdays are fun.
Well, I was just saying I hope not to be at home on my birthday because
I know.
I'm never home. My mother gets upset because I'm never home on my birthday. We're always traveling.
But then the one time we stayed for her birthday.
Gallivant and Gals, need Jocelyn's Rex for Savannah.
Oh, yeah.
So I have a lot of different recommendations. One of my favorite restaurants is Cotton and Rye. Great selection of rye whiskeys, all sorts of whiskeys. Really good food. It's always packed. You have to get reservations. As far as like outside of food, Coastal Heritage Society, where I used to work, runs the Savannah History Museum, the Georgia State Railroad Museum, Old Fort Jackson, and Pinpoint. Pinpoint is a really interesting place because it delves into African American history and things that a lot of other people aren't touching on in a tangible sort of way. What else have we got? It's just that's a great thing. Oatland Island for the animal stuff. It's all in. It's a zoo, but it's like indigenous animals. And when I was there, I was in Junior League, and Junior League did a lot of work with them, and it has become just an exceptional place to learn about the things there. Obviously, Tybie's always great. On Tybie, go to AJ's on the back river. Hang out on the back river rather than the front side because the front side has a lot of riptides. So, yeah. Kathy, can I borrow some of that ginger ale, please?
Macarich, it's okay that you don't speak well in English. It's totally fine. I'm glad we can help you learn by being here on our live feed and stuff like that. Lindy, the status of Italy, it depends what you're doing. If you go to restrictions.info, you'll get some information out there. I wanted to ask Brent Winkler a few things. What kind of food do I need to try in Barcelona? In Barcelona, you have pinchos. You don't have it's taika tapas, but you do pinchos, which is like a piece of bread with some stuff on top, and there's all kinds of different toppings. Yeah. That's what you're going to have, and you're going to drink cava, which is basically Spanish champagne, sparkling wine. That's the way to go. The El Born district is best for the cava bars. That's where you want to go and have a fun time there. But someone was asking, Jim was asking if Mama Walters was going to introduce herself.
Oh, I'm Kathy Walters, Mark's mother.
And
I've traveled to like 50 countries or more, and
I've been a lot of places in quite a few states and quite a few cities, and I'm an expert packer, and I do image consulting.
Don't worry, she doesn't work with me because I'm horrible.
Hang on, there was one. Oh, Reggie and her man says, I miss Holy Donuts in Portland, Maine. And Portland does
Maine,
have a couple, three
Portland
really
has
good donut places.
Well, fabulous restaurants.
Yeah,
it's a fabulous
really good
place. Good shopping, too.
Oh, Babs is in the house.
Hey, Babs.
Good to see you. There's Liam going by.
Danish hot dog. David Garza's asking about Danish hot dogs.
They are pretty good, but make sure when you eat it, you stand up and lean out because all this stuff falls off. I think so for people who want to have a Danish hot dog, when you have a Danish hot dog, when you get it all done up, it's definitely a cousin to the Chicago dog because the Chicago dog has all the different stuff on it. And for the rumor that Chicago people hate ketchup on their hot dogs, that's BS. The reason why you don't put ketchup on a Chicago hot dog is because the balance of all the flavors they put on top of the dog is perfectly balanced how it is. The ketchup will throw it off, make it too sweet. You want to have all that mixed back and forth. That's why they say Chicago people don't like ketchup on their hot dogs. But it's like all that stuff on there makes it great. And that's why Danish dogs, all kinds of stuff to put on there and enjoy.
Jose Pereira, I'm sorry, my tongue just broke. Jose Pereira says Porto is a bit hectic to drive, small roads in the city. I would not drive anywhere in Portugal, period. Hey,
well, I've driven. Well, why don't you just answer it?
Oh, I'll get it.
Hello.
So anyway, let's see.
How are you?
This is Sparkle. I want to know about the beaches in Portugal and what time of year is best to go. So beaches in Portugal, if you're from like the U.S. and not the hot parts of the U.S., the beaches are great. I would say from March through October. The Portuguese would tell you don't go to the beach till June. I had students. I used to teach and I did my PhD in Portugal and I taught there. And my students, I exchanged students from Sweden, and they would come in January for the new semester, and they'd lay out in front of the university with all the Portuguese people in all their winter clothes, and the Swedes are out there like with their shirts off, like I'm getting some sun. So depends what's good for you.
Yeah, where you're from and what it's like where you live.
So Treasure Lord, how long is enough to visit most sites in Italy, and what was your favorite city? Oh man, most of the sites to see Italy, you need months.
I was gonna say,
I think if you want to get the highlight cities, like if you did the the typical first time Italy, Venice, Florence, Rome, kind of Amalfi Coast, you need at least 2 weeks to do that to like just touch on the stuff.
Yeah.
So that's what I would kind of say.
Yeah, that would be a good place to start.
So Anonymous is asking, oh, sorry, Anonymous, you asked us about the German. No, Hochdeutsch is just High German. That's like the default German everywhere. You might have different slight accents and stuff like that, but like Plattdeutsch is a different kind of, Low German is a different kind of German. That's not, Bavaria, they speak like a Bavarian way, so it's a total different kind of thing. Are those Swedish wreaths, Mom?
No, no, they're just pretty wreaths that I liked.
Yes, Jennifer agrees with Jocelyn that driving in London sucks, and the congestion charges suck even more. I agree.
Would suck, I think, even worse.
So, so Larry Carlson's got an issue that I think not a lot of people, but some people are going to be facing. So Larry says, I have an Airbnb booked for June in Muzunte Beach, Mexico. Mexican government says it's open for tourists June 1st, but the locals in Muzunte will still have a roadblock up stopping visitors from entering. Mm-hmm. Now, that's one of the things. If something like that's happening, then you got to contact Airbnb. For as much crap as people give Airbnb, they've actually been very good with the refunds and stuff like that, whereas VRBO or Vrbo has not. I was kind of surprised how that all went down. I think that's one of the ones you can look at, because I know some people we've talked to, they said their credit card company said wait until the days you're supposed to fly, because if they're not letting people in the country or there's these things going on, then you have recourse. Like, look, it's not me just want to cancel. It's like, look, I can't go to your hotel. Your government won't let me. That's why you got to be careful. If you cancel too far out in advance, they can actually say, well, you get your 75% back. Not all of it, because then if the government doesn't let you go there, it's not my fault.
Somebody was asking about Sicily, if we'd been there.
Yeah, we've been there.
Great. We really enjoyed it. It was a great place to be.
Yeah, we had a nice time.
Palermo.
The hairbrush. Where's the hairbrush? The hairbrush. My little wings growing out here.
We all have wings.
Wow, that looks scary. I'm gonna.
Those of you with really
Gonna just do that right there, and we're good. We're good. Anyway. Oh, Sebastian just picked up an Old World tee to represent Walters World. Very cool. So if you go to waltersworld.store, we actually have all kinds of shirts out there. We actually have some of our fun ones, like the Chichen Itza, not chicken pizza. So that's one of my favorite ones. We have that. The Andiamo shirt you see in a lot of our videos is on there. We've also have our quarter zips you see me wear a lot and Jocelyn wear a lot in our videos. We have some other fun stuff in there. Water bottles. We use it because we're use reusable water bottles when you travel, so you have that. We have things there. Jocelyn's working on our shirts. We got some new shirts coming because since it's time to travel again, we're coming up with some new ideas for some fun. Back on the road again, traveling shirts and stuff. So we got things coming. So that's really cool. Let's see.
Terry's making a strawberry pie tomorrow. No, we get it Saturday morning.
Who's Terry?
My old neighbor and his wife was in your mom and dad's wedding.
Oh, yeah. Travis's mom.
Yes, exactly.
Cool.
No, Travis's dad, his mom. Anyway, Terry's dad. Okay, so yes. Hey, Fierce Mice, how are you?
Oh, Fierce Mice in the house.
Nice to see you. Peter Melander. I saw your name zip by, but I didn't get to see what your question was. But hi.
So Peter Melander is going to Barcelona and spent 2 days there last year and have a trip scheduled in October. Hope it can happen. So Spain is opening up July 1st, I think, for tours without quarantine, from what I understand. So unless there's another big wave coming through, looks like it could be a good possibility you can do that. Nick, the most to try food in Germany, I got a video on that, buddy. Watch, I'll go through all kinds of stuff, but it's going to be related to pork and potatoes.
And potatoes and apples sometimes.
Yes.
Gallivant and Gals, Jocelyn didn't pay you as a junior leaguer. So I love to volunteer. Volunteering is like, that's my calling in life, and I will do it for anyone and everyone pretty much. Like any good organization, I'm there to give you my time. And Junior League Savannah, I know it sounds like it has a certain connotation, right? People think something of it. Junior League Savannah was phenomenal. Those women got out in the trenches and they were doing anything and everything with any organization possible. And it was a great way to organize my own volunteerism where I could go and work for all sorts of things. I think Junior League has bad rap. because they do a hell of a lot of good work, and I am proud to have been a part of it.
So, Fierce Mice representing the Sonoran dog. Yes. That is some good. That is good. If you're ever in Tucson, Arizona, get a Sonoran hot dog, man. They are legit.
So good.
I think if you look up Walters Road, Arizona, or Walters Road, Tucson, or Walters Road Sonoran hot dog, you'll see me chowing down from like 7 years ago. So good. Ooh, but I gotta say, sorry, they don't have to listen because the winner, Trophius 1971, points out that Schweinhaxe is the true winner. Hell yeah!
That's Mark's favorite.
That is
German.
We went for my 40th birthday to just go have that. We went to Munich for my 40th and just to go eat Haxe. Mm-hmm. So.
Good night, Reggie and her man.
So Laurel Hayden Petty on Facebook. Happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday to you as well. What's the best time to go to the Netherlands?
Oh,
not the weekend.
Third weekend of April, because that's when all of the tulips are blooming. So not only do you get all the cool stuff and not tons of tourists in the cities, by the way, stay in Utrecht or Haarlem, not Amsterdam, yes. But you get all the flowers. Like when my girlfriend and my sister and I, the three of us went 3 years ago? 3 or 4 years ago. It was, honest to God, we were like, we should do this every year because we biked through the tulip fields. It was so incredible. That is, without a doubt, the best time to do it. Here's this.
I think there's a couple I need to address. Caesar, we love Mexico. It is awesome.
That is Liam's favorite country.
That's Liam's favorite place
to travel to.
Yes. Museum Midlife, I understand when you get tired of making all those Aperol spritz, like opening 2 bottles, you take the Prosecco straight. Totally respect that. Scorpio Sue has a question for Kathy.
Oh.
What are your 5 top places you've been?
Oh, 5. Oh, the 5 been. Okay. Well, definitely, I don't know where it's Tanzania and Rwanda. Can I count that as one?
Put them in one. It's fine.
East Africa. See, I got my hair did too, not the whole time. Cool.
That's good. I think that was 5.
You're the best. Good job, Mom. Let's see.
So, Peru, the reason Kathy and I everyone loves Peru. It was great.
Yeah.
But Kathy and I, we had so much fun shopping for art and clothing.
Yes. It was
the Miraflores district in Lima.
Would you not say that the handicrafts in Peru are some of the best in the world? Like,
oh yeah.
I truly believe they are.
Yeah. Yeah, and anytime you can go to one of their art downtown or where we were
in Lima,
that
at
art
JFK
fair,
Park,
the art was fabulous.
I mean, gallery worthy oils.
I kicked myself that I didn't buy one.
I think
we had friends that went there and
Mark Leaf.
Well, why don't you just have my mom go with you to England?
Get the hell out of here. Oh, the Jane Austen Festival. If anyone is planning on going to the Jane Austen Festival this year, the Jane Austen Festival, I just got an email that they've canceled it for the year. My tea at Highclere Castle has not been canceled yet that I know of. But
that'd be
I
special.
think you and I should just go to Peru.
I think we should.
I think we should just leave the boys.
And then we can go to Arequipa and see Ula.
Yeah, go
because
Ula.
Arequipa and the wool, the alpaca,
I know, right?
It's fabulous. The
and
clothes are
wonderfully
fabulous.
woven. The colors are great.
Great.
Yeah.
And we found this fabulous discount place.
The design. So I got a shirt. It's sleeveless on one arm, and then it's just like a half sleeve on this side. But when you hold it up, it's just like a kind of a big square. Yeah. And it's gorgeous. It hangs so beautifully. It's like baby alpaca, and it's for the good stuff.
It is beautiful fabrics.
Yes. Okay. Anonymous says, final question: which software or book do you recommend to learn Swiss Dutch? Deutsch. I'm sorry, Deutsch.
Ask Mark.
Mark needs to come back, but my favorite for pronunciation is usually Pimsleur. It's an interesting sort of way to do it. I would get something like that gives you the sound, and then buy a book that you can learn the grammar. If you can teach yourself the grammar, you're good. How do you feel about what app or book you would use for Swiss German?
For Swiss German?
Mm-hmm. He's making a face like this. That's
I would do what Jocelyn says because you're not going to find dubbing in Swiss German.
You're going to do what I say about languages? Whoop, whoop!
because you're not going to find very many options for learning Swiss German like online because it's such a small percentage of people doing it. There are a couple things out there for it. But yeah, what Jocelyn was saying.
Francesca Ovusu? I'm seeing this from Michael saying, great to see you here. This is a fun group and a great travel discussion. Thank you, Michael. But did we get a new subscriber and we missed it? I hate it when that happens.
Well, I'll look.
All right. James Land, it's nice to see you, and I'm so glad you're having McAllen 12.
Would you like to sit in the middle? I'll sit on the side.
Yeah, get out of here.
Stop. Why don't you
Michael, yes, Marcus.
Just take this chair.
I don't really need to sit. I was joking. Sit down.
Oh, okay.
Good God, it would look funny. Sit in the middle.
I know, it'd be less and less beautiful, most beautiful, second most beautiful, last beautiful, because I'd be there. She would be the most beautiful, then you would be here, the second most beautiful, then I would be there.
Acceptable.
In distant 19th place.
I love you.
Anyway.
Midsummer Murders. I feel like we got a new
member?
Too much stuff. And also your mom and I got excited about clothing.
Well, we got excited about
Peru.
Y'all do you, man. Y'all do you.
Mm-hmm.
But the other fabulous art fair that we enjoyed was the one in Buenos Aires.
Oh yeah, I got my giant cow. If y'all haven't seen my giant cow, Gustavo Dalton Carrera.
Hi, Rusty.
Go look him up. Makes amazing things. Our Rusty?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, hey, that's exciting.
So Russell Greger on here is an awesome dude, and he has a fantastic hairstyle now that he made. So we swam together back in high school, and he was making some of the shaved and all the fun stuff because he did. What are you gonna do? He has hair there. I have like the reverse, but
we could just do this.
Yeah. So Rusty, I hope you and the ladies are doing well in Vermont.
Randall says, any advice for older couples doing a bus tour in Europe without having to walk 100 miles? Kat?
So, yeah.
A bus. Well, I mean,
you haven't really done a lot of bus tours.
Well, you've done the boat tours that have buses involved.
Yeah, well, we did Croatia, and that was mostly bus. And we didn't do that much walking with the bus. I didn't think. Actually, the one in China where we did, that one we probably did a lot more walking, and that was bus and everything else, and 5 airplanes and ships.
Yeah. But I would say if I could look at it in terms of the bus thing, one of the good things about the bus travel is they usually bring you right up to the city walls or right into a spot.
Yeah,
and so they drop you off and you walk their walk if you do their tour. And then usually the bus is at the other end waiting, or you have time to okay, now you have an hour of your own time to go do that.
You just go sit down and eat, drink, and do something other than what they're explaining to you and cut down some of those miles.
Grand Circle, we did.
And Kelsey says,
Go on.
Sorry, Kelsey says, which country do you think is the best place to start in Asia? I just wanted to make sure I answered that.
Yeah, that was what I was going to answer.
Japan, number 1, South Korea, number 2. China's really difficult. It's amazing, but it's hard.
You need to be a part of a group.
Yeah, like my parents went and they had a 2-week tour.
It was a little over 2 weeks because we added
the Thailand part
to it. But we saw a lot of China. It was a Grand Circle tour, and it was over 2 weeks. I mean, we got to Hong Kong. We got the Xi'an. We got to Shanghai. We did the Yangtze River, and then we did the other. This further south.
Yeah.
We did a lot.
But they had a different experience with China than we did, and we were there at the same time.
Yeah.
Mark and I were like, we've traveled a little bit. And we're a little overwhelmed.
Well, and
to be honest,
the fact that the language in anything that is written is in Chinese.
Yeah,
it's like you're not.
Yeah,
it would be
when
tough.
You're alone,
You need a Chinese guide.
Like if you want the Shanghai and Hong Kong are going to be easiest if you don't speak any Mandarin or anything like that. because of all the expats that are there. That's your best bet there, but I think Japan's probably the best. I have a question here from a Russell Gregory. I'm sure no relation to Rusty Gregory. Is asking, is it safe to travel to Quincy this summer?
Well, sugar, we just did.
We just did, and it is quite. They're doing quite well here.
And why don't you let us know when you're coming so that we can hang out and see you too?
That's right.
That would be really nice to see you and your women, your beautiful women.
I know, they're getting so old now.
Yeah, Rusty is the rooster in the hen house, isn't he?
I know.
He's got all daughters and his beautiful wife. My dad was the same way. 3 girls, and never get a hot shower, do you?
Poor guy. So Jay's asked, you ever watch An Idiot Abroad? I've seen a little bit of it. It is kind of funny. Let's see.
All right.
Oh, Mr. Means to Travel points out that Singapore is one of the most approachable first countries in Asia.
Oh, yeah.
English is one of the official languages. Yeah, but it's a city-state. But good call, Derek. Thanks, man.
That is a good point.
There, and that was good.
And they live there.
Yeah. Singapore would be. I'd like to go see Singapore. That would be.
So Nanas points out that Croatia has been a very popular destination the past few years. It has. Dubrovnik's been really overrun by stuff.
Yeah.
So there's that. So Kathy Falk, my mom, they went with Grand Circle to China. It's called Grand Circle. So there is that.
And we did Croatia with them too.
Yeah. Oops. Did you answer my question?
No, we didn't. That was just the 4 of us, or 3 of us. Liam wasn't born yet, was he?
No, Liam was there. You were.
Oh,
yes.
he was wee then. He was like 7-8 weeks.
No.
That was the
It's
second
right before
trip.
we went to France. And
I
he was
got
walking
it
by
as the second
himself.
trip. Sometimes they run together for me.
Thank
Sometimes
God
they
my
run
children
together.
have me, so I'll remember what they did when they were young.
I remember what they did. I just don't know what order. There's a lot.
Yes.
A lot.
Walk. Second. Crawl-ish. Third. I don't know.
I love you. You're my
So
favorite.
Traveling World is asking, did we answer your question about hotel refunds while I wasn't here? We might have. We're talking about the refunds because we're getting closer to the date. If they're not getting to it, if it's with airlines, if you're from the U.S., you bought with the U.S., and it's one of the reasons why they should give you a refund back. You can file a complaint with the Department of Transportation. They could do that. With the other ones, you got to talk to the hotel and the credit card company that you booked with, and the agency you booked with, and they should be able to get your money back somehow.
2 things. Liz said we had a great guide in Beijing. You know what? So did we actually. We hired a guide, and she and I ended up becoming friends and hanging out and going shopping together, and it was wonderful. We had a wonderful time.
That would be fun.
And that was great because I got to see it from a very nice perspective.
Different perspective than what you would.
And we still communicate. I haven't actually checked in with her in the last couple months, but I need to do that. Peter says there have been some good advances in translation apps with real-time translation where you hold up your phone to a sign.
Yeah,
that is a really good point, and that is something people should look into because particularly when it's a different alphabet, whether it's Cyrillic or Mandarin or whatever.
Yeah, I think
it's a huge thing.
So Nick Peterson, Kathy and Mark, did you travel much when Mark was younger, or was all this traveling something that came later on in his life? I'll let my mom take that one.
We did a lot of travel to Sandusky, Ohio to visit our friends there, and the boys loved Cedar Point. And I don't know why my husband, he just couldn't get away from work, And I got to travel with my job, so that, took care of me. And the boys got to go to Grandpa's and Grandma's.
That was in Ohio. And Grandma was in a farm town about 2 hours
in Carlinville, Illinois. So now, but all of a sudden, when he got to high school and he ended up going to Australia, that pretty much hooked him on the travel. At the same time, then he's hooked us on the travel.
Yeah, because I remember what got them. My mom had gone on a trip because I was supposed to go on like a high school trip to Europe, and then I couldn't go because I had to go to this thing for our exchange program. So my mom went as a chaperone, and then my parents went with some friends on a trip. But it really got them. So I was doing my master's degree in Berlin. And they came to visit. This is back when it was super cheap to fly. It was actually cheaper for them to fly to see us in Berlin than for them to fly to New York. And so they were coming for
hotels were cheaper.
Yeah, so they go for like a 5-day weekend because it was cheaper to fly to Berlin or Munich or Spain or Italy than it was to, go to Chicago for the weekend or go to New York for the weekend. So they started doing that, and that kind of got them hooked. And so they started doing trips with their friends and stuff. But we have a new member.
Congratulations.
Laurel Petty. Welcome, helpful traveler. Cheers. We appreciate you joining the crew.
I like your name, too. I think Laurel's a wonderful name.
Beautiful name.
Very cool. Laurel, will you please message us, DM us on Facebook, if you will, so that we can add you to the members and patrons live feed also, but also the Facebook page that's just for y'all.
Yeah. So Samantha writes, when to ask about flight refunds. Trip to Europe scheduled for late July and have to cancel. So you probably won't get a refund. You'll get an e-credit because it's not canceled because they're canceling. It's canceled because you're canceling it. What you could do is wait till closer to the date in case they do cancel that flight, and then you could get a refund back. But in general, you're most likely looking at e-credit and it'll be valid until September of 2022. So there's at least that.
That's good news.
Babs, any idea when Japan might reopen for travel? I think Japan is going to wait longer than a lot of other places simply because they are very particular about cleanliness. Like when you go into Japan, you have to stand on special mats and wipe your feet when you walk in case you're transporting any literal dirt. And then Lee Bridges also about Japan. Are the restrooms labeled with male and female symbols, or do you have to learn the kanji characters? So there were men, women, like, the little dress lady and the pants man on some, but a lot were just, but a lot of them were just, it's like one toilet and that's it. So it was unisex. It's for anyone and everyone. The thing about Japanese bathrooms and toilets is that they're the cleanest in the world, and my husband should really buy me a Toto Washlet C200.
Next house you can have it.
You know what, Mark? Cram it in your pie hole. I want one right now.
Well, they're not. I can't get
I've
you
only
one
been
right
asking
now.
for 2 years.
I know, worst husband ever.
I know.
Worst husband.
You're my
So
favorite
Kelsey,
human.
there you go. And you know what? I'm my dog's favorite human too as well.
You're supposed
Kelsey.
to say I'm your favorite human.
You are my
but
favorite
your mom's
human.
right there. So
Exactly. Why you gotta do that to me, woman? Why you gotta do that to me? Kelsey Short, where's the best place in America to live with climate areas and for snow and work? Probably Colorado.
Oh, Minnesota. No, because when it snows,
they know how to handle that.
those streets are dry.
And
right?
they have a lot of tunnels.
Maine too.
Maine.
Minnesota, Maine's good too. Yeah. Oh, all right.
No, I don't know about Maine in the winter.
So Nick Barnett points out that SAS gave me a refund just now, so it's definitely possible even with a European airline. Call them, and that is the thing. If you call them and talk to them directly, sometimes that worked. I know we got e-credit from one airline for stuff, and I actually rolled with them. I'm like, look, this is a lot of money to have. I already have like a few $1,000s in e-credit already. I really need to pay bills, so could we get that? And they're like, sure. It was actually Delta, and so they got us our money back. So if you talk to them and explain the situation, sometimes you can hook up. And the longer you wait, that's they might not have the money to pay it back, so that's why you have some interesting stuff.
And Mark Finley points out that Delta gave him a credit for July flight, but he didn't ask for a refund. So a lot of us are doing that. Like we've taken credits because we know we're still going to keep traveling.
Yeah.
And you know what? I feel like that kind of also helps me mentally to know that, I still have that. I still got the opportunity.
Yeah,
that's a big thing for me.
I don't know how you all feel, but like for me, not traveling, not even like thinking
Shut
about
up, Mark!
when can we travel again. There you go.
I haven't said it all night, and Nick Peterson just picked it up, and maybe it's because your mother's here that I'm not saying shut up, Mark, but shut the hell up, Mark. That's like 3. And I said one was like shut the hell up. So that's like 4 drinks. Y'all drink right now. Just guzzle up. I love you, the world.
Love you too. So Terry Finley's asking for a friend. Who's your designated driver tonight? Are you staying with Mom? We're staying with Mom. We're staying. We're not going anywhere.
Just crawl up the steps.
And all I know. So our house. Another thing, oddly enough, before we left, our AC broke down.
So
lovely.
They definitely came to see
So,
us.
and of
Our
course,
house sitter, bless his sweetheart.
Yeah,
came
Oh my
over.
God, that poor kid.
Ah, he's fine.
but he's in the basement. But we got the guy to come out, so it should be
It's
fixed
cold
now.
down in that
And the
basement.
dog. Well, he and the dog.
So
are
my
fine.
dad likes to keep it at a toasty 89 degrees
Oh,
in
it is
the
not
house.
89 degrees here.
It's not that bad.
Okay,
It
80.
just feels like that
80.
upstairs.
It's because you're upstairs. And
No. Mom, you know you turned that down for me, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
What did you turn
From
it down
78.
Well,
79.
let's see. He suggested, what was it, 76? Or
That was the cold.
74?
That was the cold.
from? That was the cold I suggested to go down to. So you know it was like 80. And they have 2 floors, and so the upstairs, like, it is just
boiling.
like, I'm not kidding. You walk up the steps, and it's like 10 degrees difference. And it's 10 degrees Celsius, not Fahrenheit difference, but Celsius difference. So it's even more. Oh my gosh.
So there are nights when Bill has not let us turn the
Yeah.
colder.
He's
and
like, I don't know.
Opened all the windows, turned on fans, and the kids are coming in, and they're like, and their arms are straight out. They're like, it's so hot. It's like that one night at the Matolki in Greece, because there
Like, we're gonna melt.
was it 2 years
were
ago
gonna
we were in
melt.
Greece and there
Yeah,
was a
it was
record
so hot.
heat wave.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like 105 at night. It was
And we
insane.
slept. I literally went out on the balcony, on the tile, and I just laid there.
Took her shirt off.
Shh, don't say that out loud.
Took her shirt off and laid on the cement.
I did. I just was lying on the tile because it was so flipping hot, and it didn't matter that the goat was braying all night.
When the dog was, we're talking
dogs
middle
barking.
nowhere.
The
There isn't even
rooster started at
Rustic.
3. It was so hot.
It was rough.
Tyler, I'm
so
with you
hot.
at 65, my friend. I'm with you.
65? Are you on drugs? That's
No.
so old.
So let's go. Let's see. You got some Facebook.
Oh,
Lindsay
Lindsay
Roberts.
Hi, honey.
Oh, I'm sorry I wasn't on. And Tom
Jake,
Jaws,
happy
too.
birthday.
Yes, Jake. Oh,
goodness.
little Jake Roberts has got a birthday on
Chris
Friday.
loves Japan because he is not dumb.
That's right.
Mhm. And he says it's never safe to travel to Quincy. Shut the hell up, y'all. Oh my gosh, I miss you guys.
So Leah Garcia says we tried to buy a Toto watch list last month and they were sold out.
Find me one.
Yes, I'll tell you what. I'm sure I'll find one of those after I find another thing of wipes because those are all gone.
Yeah, it's impossible.
Right?
Yes, Peter Melander says you should get a shut up Mark version of the Staples Easy button. Chris should get some Guinness. Craig, we're not sure where we're gonna go. It depends where we can fully go. Our next trip is to Germany and France, and then you got a trip to England. There's a trip to Ireland, but it just depends
And
what's open.
hopefully Miss Lindsay Roberts and I are going to Paris together.
Boom.
Hi, Ari. It's nice to see you.
Tom Jaws.
Yes, Fotis. When are you coming to Greece to drink some ouzo? Well, quite frankly, I should be in Greece with my children right now, near Corinth, in my family home. However, you can see that I am not
They're at
in a
our
little
family.
village.
You're at our
family home.
home.
Yes. Yeah. So.
Yeah, so Tom Jaws is like poking me here. It
Hey,
says, will the
Tom.
Walters family make it back to Italy in 2020 or did COVID-19 cancel that? I believe you had a record of visiting Italy for every year for 20 plus years. Germany's been since 96. Italy has not been. Italy's been since probably 2000? I guess it
That
is
would
20.
be 20 years. Tom is
Well,
not dumb.
Yes. Yeah, I'm trying to think now because I didn't get there.
Tom,
yeah, no.
Tom is a friend of ours, and he is a brilliant guy.
Yeah, no, this might put our Italy streak.
Schnikes. We can't have that happen. Let's go.
I don't when?
I don't know.
I
If we can get a flight, let's just do it.
maybe we'll go there for Christmas. I don't know. We'll figure it out. We will figure
Thank
it
you, Tom.
out.
All right.
Tom Bickle, hey. Oh, Tom Bickle in the Shizuoka prefecture in Japan. Cool.
Shizuoka.
I guess the whiskey's starting to get me. Who knows? No, Craig, we'll start traveling when we can get going. We actually took our first trip to go see Grandma and Grandpa, who hasn't come by with his
Harry
awesome.
Finley said hallelujah. I have no idea why, but you know what? Hallelujah.
Note
I'm
that
right
your
there
AC
for it.
broke.
Oh.
That's right,
Hi, Katie.
So, means to travel. Their water broke, or their water broke. No, Liz's water didn't break. If her mom's watching, no. Their hot water heater broke. Yeah, I'd rather sit in a cold shower than a hot house.
No, I was taking all sorts of cold showers this weekend. No joke. Aussie Fly Girl, hey.
Oh, hey.
Nice to see you. She's a 68 to 70 temperature kind of person.
See, that's a
you
nice.
Know what? This is what I love about certain countries, like Australia, Canada. Philippe, one of our members, patrons, was posting this thing about how Canadians look at metric and imperial, and I'm the same way. Like, I think temperature outside in metric, but when I cook in an oven, it's imperial. So, like, it's 350 in the oven. I have no idea what that is metric. But, like, outside, if it's 17, I'm really happy. Like, I mean, I have these... Yeah, whatever.
Okay.
So Nick Barnett was in Athens when a heat ray struck, and it was stuck in there like 115 degrees, like the bowels of hell.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, dude, it's oh man.
Yeah, it would be.
At least we were in the country and not in the city.
Low was 95. Yeah, I feel your pain. Was that 2017 by chance, Nick?
Because
that
was
my
the
God, that was
hottest
horrible.
Summer. That was probably the hottest I've ever been, and I've been to Death Valley.
I think that was the year.
Hey, Ryan Donahue.
Oh, Ryan's here? Where is he? Oh, hey, Ryan.
What? Oh,
He's
not our Quincy. Oh, Ryan Donahue. You're from Quincy, Mass, not Quincy, ill.
But like, it's like,
ill.
yeah, so. And actually, my buddy Rusty's closer to your Quincy than ours. Or your Quincy. Sorry. Oh, Fit Pink. Yeah, the castles in Germany are really nice. Go on a river tour on the Rhine or Mosel. You got all these little castles and stuff along the way. Really pretty.
Scorpio Sue says she works in the plumbing industry, and it's a touchless thing now. Like, they're selling touchless water things like crazy. I would imagine that this has really done that.
Oh, yeah.
And good Lord, could every airport and like public toilet in the world have a touchless? Or if not the touchless like this, I love the ones in Europe and Asia. South America, I've seen them. I've never seen in the U.S. where you step on the pedals on the floor. Do y'all know about these things? They're brilliant. It's a well, you do, but not everyone else does. It's a pedal for hot and cold, and you just step on it on the floor, and you stick your hands under, and then you let go, and so you don't touch anything. It's not running for a long time. It's just what you need, and it's the hot or the cold you need. It's brilliant. I actually wouldn't mind having one of those in my house. Let's get one of those too.
Next house. Next up, Henry Martinez.
Hey,
our buddy. Henry, good to see you, buddy. Hey, Jocelyn, Mark, and Kathy. How's your evening going? It's going well.
Good.
We're actually experiencing a heat wave here in the Bay Area. Oh, man. Be strong, my friend. Be strong. Kelsey Short, thank you for writing again. I was inspired by you and your channel, Mark, because when I saw how diverse the world was, it gave me a new way of thinking. And now I just want to explore every day, just like you. Hope all goes well. Thank you. That is the best compliment I can ask for. That's what we try to do, and it's really awesome to hear. Thank you, Kelsey. John Evans, Bob and Doug were supposed to go into space this afternoon. Bob and Doug McKinsey? Yes. Strange brew in space.
That's funny.
That would be awesome.
MGH, Mo, thank you, sweet dear. He says, hit like all 354 of you. So
yeah, if you could hit like, that would be super nice.
That would be so cool of you. And Mo, rock on, dude. Thanks.
Cheers, man. Cheers. And he's doing that at like 3 o'clock in the morning his time without even being able to function.
Yeah, how many of y'all are doing that?
So he's figured out how to hit the like button. So
5 o'clock in the morning.
Hook us up.
I am always so amazed with the people who are staying up with us so late.
It is awesome. Thanks,
Chris says
Mo.
that it's 110 in Arizona this weekend.
But it's a dry heat.
Awesome. I miss that so much. I would go back to Tucson in a minute.
It is nice. I got a buddy of mine that works there at U of A. Okay.
All right.
This question is for each of you. What country surprised you the most in your travels? I don't know why it didn't show. Oh, that's because it's multi-stream.
What country surprised us most? Nicaragua, one.
Yeah, Nicaragua. Rwanda. How much we really enjoyed it.
The food in Lithuania. I expected like the people.
Yeah, I'd say the food in Lithuania too.
Isn't that surprising?
It is. It's really good, and it's nice and clean.
Excellent.
And
Mark
and
has
well,
wonderful friends, so we knew
and
they
attractive.
we knew there would be
done.
cool people, right? But the other things were surprising. Lithuania, Rwanda, but I had high expectations for Rwanda, and those were surpassed. I was in tears every day because I thought it was so amazing. So there's that.
Peter Melander points out, every time you say, oh yeah, hit the like button, I just watch the number of likes skyrocket. We all like it, just don't remember to hit the like button, so the reminder is welcome. And that's one of the things. So like people will comment on YouTube videos, why do they say like and subscribe? Why do they say comment? Because honestly, if you ask people to like and subscribe and comment, then they actually do it. And then it's called the engagement rate. And then YouTube sees that people actually are doing something on that, and then it gets them to share it more, or at least let people know that, oh, people like that. So it actually helps it's one of those free things you can do to help your YouTubers. It's just clicking the like. It makes all the difference in the world to them. It sounds silly, but it's true.
Even on Facebook.
Yeah, Facebook, YouTube, all of them.
Lee Bridges says, for Mark's mom, you did a great job. That you did.
Oh yeah, her decoration back there, isn't that wonderful? She did a great job. She is wonderful.
He means you, and we all agree. She did awesome. She has an amazing man right here.
So number 2, but also that he follows this one up. It's like my students say, I love your class, but were you surprised when Jocelyn said yes to the proposal? Like, how'd you get it?
She was like, oh, hell, not that one.
So actually, there's the video of us getting engaged is actually on there. Oh, ask for her. Oh, I thought you me thinking
I was surprised when I said yes. You know,
no, I wasn't surprised.
No, you know what? And
it was funny because your mother was saying something before I even knew.
My mom didn't know. She just knew because well, she's the mom of a girl, right?
Well, that's true. And
it's different being a boy mom, isn't it?
Yeah.
I know because I have boys. I'm in the same boat, sister.
Yeah.
For boy moms, I'm not.
Boy
moms, I'm not putting any mixer in this one. This is just straight whiskey.
You just, you know, it's just girls. Yeah, it's just different. Raising girls.
It is. I mean, you see things differently, and I know that because I'm one of 3 girls, and now I have boys, and I'm seeing both sides of it. But can I tell you what happened? Mark proposed to me in Italy, and then we spent some time in Italy hanging out together, doing our thing. And then we met Mark's mom and dad and their friends in Spain. And
at Granada.
We had such a good time. Like the 6 of us, it was 3 couples. We had so much fun. We laughed a lot. We shopped a lot. You and me and Joyce.
Yeah, we had a great time.
I tell you
and
what, we could
see all the
tear up some
architecture.
stores, right?
Mm-hmm.
We had good times. The architecture, oh my gosh.
Fabulous.
This family, this little family right here, and my mother included. My mom lives
6 blocks away.
6 blocks from Mark's mom.
And our old neighbor used to work with her mom.
I mean, this little tiny family it makes me so happy. Like we all get along. Things are good. Praise God. And thank you for that because not everybody gets it.
That's right.
Yeah.
So, Alex in Quebec, welcome. Jennifer Benzie, first thing I did was hit the like button when it was 2 a.m. Now it's 3:20 a.m. Less chance of being alert now. I completely understand.
Well, they know you're awake.
Yeah. So Thomas is pointing out the mosquitoes in Illinois are bad. Yeah. So.
Oh, the mingies.
Oh, they're so bad. So I'm teaching a class on my Professor Walters channel this week, next week, and the week after, and I got to get a bunch of other videos filmed and put together. So I was filming today, and I was getting eaten alive. I've got 14 videos left, and then we're done, and I've got it taken care of. I got 5, and then I had to come in because I thought I was going to die, and then I went back out for 2 more. And I'm just like, dang it, I'm only halfway there.
And you sprayed that stuff on.
Oh, I sprayed everything on me. It was insane.
Did you take the bullfrog, baby?
No, my mom had one.
Well, that's the problem. Take the
so, Niraj, sorry if I say it wrong. Niraj.
I can't see that.
Say it. I've recently started watching your travel videos, and I'm enjoying it very much. That's really nice to hear. Thank you very much. I appreciate that.
Oh, we're glad to hear
And
that.
hi from India. Very cool.
My friend Sahil, who is also from India, was showing me some pictures of some really incredible states that we can't really get to. And I'm really jealous. He's like, yeah, you're not really allowed to go there yet. And I was like, oh, your family's there? Let's go. Amazing. I can't wait to get to India. That'll be really cool.
So Nick, I know it was supposed to be the Walters Road logo. I don't know why it's getting weird sometimes. So Randall Finn, thank you very much for being on here. And you're right. We're all going to get to travel again. So don't worry, people. Now's the time to get planning. And I've seen people are starting to plan again. I've seen it more on our blog. So for those of you who don't know, So we had so many people that commented that they were getting in trouble at work for watching our videos. So they're like, could you make the blogs? So we actually have short blogs. They're not like, some of them are longer in depth kind of stuff like Jocelyn's quarantine videos and her stuff. Then some are just short ones, like it's short, like the written versions of the shocks and the don'ts and what to know before you go. So you can kind of glance through without your boss getting mad. And the videos are actually embedded in there, so you can play the video if you want. But you can go through there and look at that. So if you go to waltersworld.com, you can check those out. But I've seen people starting to go on there too. Jim Patterson, the love is God.
The love is never gone.
There you go.
Where did the love go?
So Sue says Disney opening up. Disney Springs has been open, but they were at capacity with less people there. Yeah, a friend of mine, Ashley, she was down there, and she's a huge Disney fan. And she actually moved from LA by the Disneyland to Disney World. And she's like so pumped because now she can do her Disney stuff again. So she's like, oh my God.
Time for a Kiss was on. I saw it.
What'd they say? Where you been? Time for a Kiss. People have been like using your name in their stuff, buddy.
Usually it's Reggie and her man. It was right up here. Dag nabbit.
Dag nabbit.
Dag nabbit.
Stop. That's great to have a loving family. Mine's a mess, but I adore my husband's family. I'm one of them.
Oh, Trophy says my mother-in-law turned me on to Glühwein over the holidays. Quick question: best Bavaria is ...
Okay, best in Bavaria. Okay, so there's Bavaria and there's Franken, but they've been put together in one to the Bavarian state. So the best place to go in Bavaria: Munich, Regensburg, Bamberg, Nuremberg, Würzburg.
I don't like Munich.
She doesn't like it.
I'm the only American person you'll meet that doesn't like
Oberammergau's cool.
Yeah.
So you got lots of options.
Oh, yeah.
I actually have a lot. 511 Heights. It's an older video, so it doesn't have like a lot of the pictures showing up and stuff, but the content's still on. The 511 Heights of Bavaria to give you some stuff there, and top 10 places to visit in Bavaria. That could help you out when you're there. So we got a lot of things out there to help out.
Finance Amy Fresh says, I love the looks on Mark's face as the ladies talk around him. You know, really, we should just kick him out, and Kathy and I should have the next live feed.
There you go. So those who wondered, why can't we see the comments on screen anymore watching YouTube on a smart TV? Okay, so we did have the comments going by over here. But people were like, we don't want to see you, Mark. We want to see everybody. So I moved the comments off for now. Actually, if you're watching on live TV, you should be able to like pop it up so it shows up on the side. But otherwise, I'm sorry. Like that's why I'm trying to make sure we read out the questions and stuff like that. So apologies for that one. When we're back to just two of us doing this, we'll have those back up. But we've got the Kathy here. My mom's here, so we can't. I mean, if you don't want my loving, caring mother. Yeah, so that's why it's not up on there.
I want to say hi to Sharon in Jamaica. We loved our time there. Such a great place.
Dolores Gonzalez, hello from Indiana. Love your travel videos. Thank you so much. Oh, I just jumped up. I was reading the rest of your sentence. Thank you, Gloria, wherever you... Oh, there you are. And the good vibe of your family. Thank you so much.
Hello, Habit Master.
Hey, Fin. Good to see you, too. So, Harkeman Gag, a lot of people here in California live in the Bay Area because they prefer much cooler weather, but it's still not like the UK. No, it's still not like the UK. That is true. Ahmed Mito, have you ever been to Morocco? We have. We have a few videos out. We have a few more to put out. So yeah, we were there a couple years ago. No, a year and a half ago.
Hey, Mark, shut up. I just haven't said it in a while. Shut up, Mark.
Shut up, Mark.
Shut up, Mark.
Thank you, Eleanor.
When you say it.
Eleanor Costa says you love your family.
What are your favorite overseas dishes that you've recreated at home? Lee Bridges. I don't know if you know this, but I am recreating several of those. I've started a new channel called Simply Jocelyn on YouTube, and I am recreating several of those as we go along, and I will be putting more out. I haven't really announced the channel a whole lot. You know, because I don't have a ton of content out, and I don't want to put it out there until I'm ready. But that's so.
She'll have her 4th video out tomorrow. So.
So there's not much there, but Brigadeiro in Brazil.
And lamb.
Yeah, Greek lamb, Greek potatoes, Brigadeiro, which is from Brazil, which a chocolate ball. We've got passion fruit mousse is tomorrow.
That's another Brazilian dish. I'm actually putting out pimento cheese.
Yeah, we got some southern stuff.
You know, got the U.S. in there too. So
that'll be the end of next week.
There are a lot of different foods that I cook pretty regularly at home. Eggs Benedict. I love hollandaise sauce. I can put that on anything. So there's a lot of that happening. So
yeah. So she'll have some for Whitten. She has some. You're doing a good job. I'm very proud of her. She's doing awesome.
I think he's placating me.
I am not placating. You're doing a really good job.
She's doing a good job.
No, see, Kathy, I believe you. I just don't believe Mark.
Anyway, Katie Smith, who's way more important. Katie Smith wants to know, Mark's mom, what was your first trip abroad?
Oh, my first trip abroad. Let's see. Guess it was when I went with the kids, your classmates.
No, you went on a cruise and you did something with somebody, and 9 months later there was a Mark.
Yeah, that was back.
I guess some things aren't very memorable.
Yes,
Dad.
Yes, that was in 1973.
73. Well, that was my brother.
76.
My brother.
I'm getting in deeper. 1976, and we went to, let's see.
People wonder why I love South America so much, is because that's where I'm from.
Yeah, Colombia. We wanted to get to San Blas. That didn't happen.
Oh, there was some San Blas going on.
We got to Mexico. We got to Playa del Sol. Is that right?
Playa del Sol.
Yeah. And Yucatan, and
you don't have to recount that really special moment.
Don't worry, I won't.
Yeah, I'll leave it at that. So, Caribbean cruise. We'll just leave it at that. Southern Caribbean cruise. That's where it was. Okay. So.
I was trying to think hard.
Kathy Fogg was driving through the Midwest. She's covered in isopropyl alcohol, to be sure. Very nice. Gallivanti gals are excited for the pimento cheese. They love it.
Jeremy says, have you ever been scared while traveling? So, Jeremy, on our Facebook page, I recently posted that. What was the scariest thing you've ever done while traveling? Mine was the night that we were in Tanzania. And, y'all, we stayed at this really beautiful place. But it was right near a spring. And so all the critters as in lions and tigers and bears, oh my.
And those big
butt buffaloes. They're Cape buffaloes.
Yes.
So all these animals are like coming to feed and water right by our tents.
Were
you not crapping your pants?
Yeah, well, they were in like herds. I mean, there was like 8 of them, and here you see their eyes looking at you from the dark. I mean, you put
seriously.
your flashlight out there.
And then we had a cheetah jumped on. What's that?
Just talk.
A cheetah jumped on our deck, and like you could hear its little claws going. And what woke us up right before that, a Cape buffalo bumped our tent, and that SOB stood next to the bed. Literally, he was behind my head. There's, like, what is that?
You could feel him pushing the thing in.
You could see him walking.
Like, if you ever seen like a pregnant lady when the baby's about to come, like a couple days away, and like moves its leg across, like I saw the foot.
You kind of.
It was like that.
That damn thing chewed its cud in my ear, and then there was a hippo in the middle of camp.
The hippo.
All night long, every half an hour, and then the damn lions on either side of camp. Nobody told me that lions' voices can be heard for like 5 miles. Literally, they can be heard for 5 miles.
That was an exciting night.
My God, that was not exciting. I thought I was going to die.
And they give you a thing to call up if there's any problems.
Scared the crap out of me, literally.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. It was one of like, this is so cool, but I'm scared. Crap! Oh crap! I'm scared. So it was a great.
So have I been scared?
But the highlight was that giraffe that walked through the camp.
Ooh, we should pull up that picture because the giraffe in camp was incredible.
Yeah.
So, what an incredible experience. So, despite the fact that I was scared poopless, because I can't say the other word.
You've already said it a few times.
But accidentally. I don't want to say it intentionally.
7 dislikes? Wow. People don't like my mom. Rude. Rude. So please click the like button so those people that don't like my mom are like shown how horrible they are. So please, the 395 people watching, do click the like button for my mom.
But let's just say that it's Tanzania is something I would go and do again, but I would not stay next door to the what do you call that? The stream, the creek, wherever they water.
Oh, the watering hole.
They may have just given you that cabin thinking you guys were young and.
young, and you can run.
Yeah. Well, you were the youngest.
Whiskey.
There.
The whiskey.
I need the whiskey.
Careful. I think maybe I better pour.
Oh, it's fine. I mean, if we
You
don't
know,
drink,
this
if we
is
don't
the
drink at
only
all,
time
I
we
mean,
get to get
we
crazy.
can't drive home with this. It's open
Well, that's
alcohol.
true. You can't. You'll have to.
So we
leave
might
it-
as well
you-
drink it
you-
all.
Leave it here.
We only get to get crazy like
Once a week.
once a week. This is
Only
On
on
Wednesday
Wednesday
nights.
during
quarantine.
during pandemics. So it's been like how many? 12 of these in a row now or
Oh
something.
my God, has it been that many?
Who
Oh,
knows?
It's been 18.
But what's been cool, I will say, what's been not, I mean, the quarantine and the everything's, it has been horrible. But what's been nice is all the people we've been able to meet on these live feeds over the last few months has been fantastic. I mean, like Derek from Mr. Means to Travel. I mean, it's like I have a new best buddy I chat with, and the Liz and the Gallivanting Gals and Mark and Nick
Mark and Terry
and Michael
Finley are like family. I mean,
Yeah.
they're and Michael Munt. There's so Eric Brown.
I think I'm supposed to give April away at her wedding. I'm not sure.
There are so many people that have become like part of our daily lives, literally. Lives.
Oh,
Mark Finley keeps this stuff real.
Yeah, Mark, get respect for that.
Yeah, he
Eric,
can't
too, is
ban
awesome.
my mouth and the SHIT word that keeps coming out of it, but minus that, he does an excellent job of keeping this positive and getting rid of the trolls, and to him we all appreciate.
We do.
James Land says the scariest trip my mom had was the cruise in '76.
Hang on, don't move for a minute.
Well,
Yes, time for a kiss. The mosquitoes are a pain in the butt in the Midwest and the Northeast. Enjoy.
yeah, I think
Well, that
those-
was a crappy kiss.
You all did.
I
Okay.
think the Mingies are a bigger pain.
Yeah, the
Yeah, no
no-see-ums.
CMs. Thank you for the content. The saying our stuff can help out. That's really nice. Do we go west of Galway with whiskey and water?
Let's have a party.
See, and now Toby Keith's now going to get all the money from this video.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, Nanas makes a good point. Hippos kill more people than any other wild animal. It's
Yeah.
true. They're scared.
And you
Like,
know,
and our Maasai warrior guy that was taking us, he was worried because there was a hippo like 50 meters from our place. He's he's only worried about that. He's like, that's what I'm worried about. I'm like,
and you know what my
Thanks,
fear
Thomas.
was, and no joke, Anonymous, that my fear was that, so literally touching our tent was the Cape Buffalo, probably like maybe 50 meters away was maybe 50, 60 meters away was a hippo. And I kept hearing the lions roar from either side of camp. So I thought, oh my God, they're plotting. They're coming from two different sides, and they're going to attack one of these two animals that's right by us, and we're going to die in the mayhem. I wasn't really afraid of anything except that we would get caught in the middle of the feeding frenzy. That was my
Well, it was a noisy night,
good
and
Lord.
it was a bumpy.
And y'all
night.
went back to sleep. I didn't go to sleep till the sun came up, and then 5 minutes later, they're like, "Hey, it's time to
Time to
go."
go.
I was like, "No."
No, it wasn't a restful night.
It was
so
fine.
Lee Bridges has a bunch of comments on here I want to go through because this is actually something that's happened to me and has happened to other travelers
And
when
you
they've gone to
should know
China. You
this.
should know this. So Lee Bridges, the first one. Okay, ever encounter this situation drinking overseas? Happened to my dad. Bear with me. 1. Guest of honor with the other Americans at major banquet in China. Provincial governor, other VIPs. Oh my God! Right there, everyone is getting alcohol poisoning. Not because of bad alcohol, but because of all the alcohol you're going to drink. Okay. So yes, I've been at that one. Then where's next? 2. Head table was 12 people in a circle. Waiters pass around the liquor in shot glasses. Governors, here's to all our American friends. Shows the empty shot glass. Americans follow suit. Next, 3. Waiters refill glasses. Americans turn to toast. Here's to all our Chinese friends. Take shot. Show empty glass. Waiters refill glasses. 4. Keep in mind this is strong liquor. Really strong. Okay, so Chinese toast again. American toast again. Third round of toast. The governor holds up glass. Smiles. Next, and passes glass back to an aide who drinks it for him. That was funny enough, but halfway through the banquet, they switched aides. The Americans, meanwhile, were on their own. So this is actually a thing. This
Take an aid, and when you go to China as a business person,
This
to
is
get
one of those
you-
things like, oh, we drink together, I can trust you. And that's not just try. That's a lot of places where I'm like, look, how do I know I can trust you? If we drink, we do stupid stuff. Okay, we got a bond. Now we can do business. I know when I was working in Russia and Lithuania and Eastern Europe and stuff like that, there was a lot of that going on. Like Istekata, look in the eyes, got a drink, boom, and a lot of business got done.
Hold on, I just want to say this. Lee says 6. My father survived the banquet and spent the night driving the porcelain bus. I always called it praying to the porcelain goddess because you're hanging on it going, oh God, don't let me vomit again.
No, you're like, please God, help me vomit again.
No, I'm always like, no, I don't want any more.
Oh, so Miss Ellie Jelly Belly said the video buffered right on Mark's kissy face. Wish you could make that an emoji. Oh,
Hi,
I hope we didn't
Megan.
miss anything. Hey, Megan
Megan
Morris.
says the buff is happening. I think that it was buffering a bit.
So are you guys getting buffering again? We'll ask our Facebook fans. How are things in your world? John Evans, I'm glad we could help out with the
Melanie
videos.
wants to know where we met.
We met at the beach, which is a back
Country road
in outside of Quincy,
literally
Illinois.
in the middle of a farm field. And I did not like Mark at all. But
Yet
now I
somehow
love him more
all
than
worked
anybody
out.
else.
There
So
you
there's
go.
that.
So Bernardo Rodarte, I became a fan while exploring videos in Iceland, a place I would like to return to as soon as we can travel again. And actually, Iceland is already they're opening it up again quickly, and they'll actually test you when you come in, and you can find out.
I found when I got in your mom's car today, there was an Iceland Lonely Planet in the back seat.
We were thinking about going to Iceland in October.
Cool.
That sounds like a good
But
time.
No one tells me, Mom.
Well, thinking and doing are two different things.
I call my mom almost every day when I'm walking the dog. We talk for an hour. Never mentions it. Well, maybe she mentioned it once. But
I think I asked you.
Hey, Lois Walters.
Oh, is it the
Totally
Lois?
a relation.
Oh my goodness,
The
Lois
Walters.
been in our videos as well.
Yeah.
Somebody recommend that I go see. James, look up Walter's World Munich. We've got so many videos that I go for the sites and
There's
the
a lot
don'ts.
to do in that
So
area.
there's a lot to do. Yeah, a lot of museums, a lot of culture, a lot of stuff to do, a lot of other easy day trips to do. Easy day trip going to Salzburg, hour and a half on the local train stuff to do that. So check that out.
Hi, Laura Robinson. It's nice to see you too. Oh my gosh, it's been a minute.
So Melanie Villasenor is also in Illinois and has 15 mosquito bites.
Oh.
Yeah, I got about that many this morning trying to film. It was horrible.
April's making tequila sunrises.
Oh, that sounds good.
Oh, she's back from her dinner now, putting her to work. Amen. That's right.
That's it's a good lesson to learn because April, someday you'll be able to bartend well and understand that best bartenders, no drinking. I never ever drank while bartending.
Yeah.
Yep.
So Nick Barnett, talking about going back to Lee Bridges stuff about his dad in China and working, especially Northeast China, get ready to drink lots of baijiu in any social setting. It's true. So I used to do a lot of executive training for Chinese executives. They would come to the U.S. and do training. So I teach them digital marketing and general marketing stuff and things like that. And whenever we'd have the parties afterwards or the get-togethers afterwards, oh man.
I'm sorry, where did that go? Peter is doing his engineering homework during the live chats, and yes, I think that he gets a round of applause. All right, stop.
Oh, so someone asked about the plum wine in Serbia. I did have plum wine or the plum wine and plum schnapps, but I didn't have it in Serbia. I had it for Serbians in Germany and Malta.
Okay, so 3 Wishes, my buddy and me says, thanks for bringing us live and together and inspiring all of us to experience the wonders of traveling. Love having your mom join. Kathy, you've done a wonderful job. And you have.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Was ever going to be called Cruise?
What?
Because he was
Cruise.
on a cruise.
No, well, no. Always
funny.
Mark.
All I'm going to say is Giselle points out that Mama Walters is a very pretty, classy lady. You're a lucky, Mark.
Yeah,
I am.
that's the
I am
truth.
very lucky.
Thank you.
Good night, Gallivanting gals.
Night, girls.
Oh, good night, ladies.
So Trini asked, Kathy Walters, do you miss how travel was like in the 60s, 70s, 80s? Was it simpler? Your thoughts?
Oh yeah, and getting somewhere was so much easier, and you could fly so much quicker from place to place.
Before the not deregulation, but the
Well, I mean, I flew in the 60s out to Maine, and that could all be done very quickly. And today, you'd have to puddle jump.
Yeah. So Tanya Collier finally got home from shopping. Seems everything is back to normal as the shops have everything in stock, even toilet paper here in Australia. And that's later this year. Fingers crossed if everything can work out.
That would be nice.
But that's one of those things. And I think this is one of, in terms of when people are going to travel again, it's like waiting to see is when are the tickets. And you're like, wait, if they're not open or I don't know if they're going to be open yet, am I going to do that? And so I think you have those things like holding some people back. And there's also the economic side of it. So many people have lost their jobs. I mean, God bless them. I mean, we've been blessed that, well, you're retired. That I haven't lost my job, my day. Because those who don't know, I actually have a day job that pays for most of the stuff. It's, I teach and it's a tough time. And there's all kinds of rumors out there of what's going to happen this summer because there's some universities that have already, laid off some of their, because I'm not a tenure professor, so they've laid off some of the stuff. So that's a worry that some people have. So.
Yes, we love Lebkuchen. Mark was raised by a grandmother who made Lebkuchen, and then I got all those Lebkuchen recipes, and we always get Lebkuchen when we go to Germany.
Yep, and
plus other goodies.
Yeah, and so like the Lebkuchen, which is a Christmas thing. So in Jocelyn's channel, the Simply Jocelyn stuff. We'll have a lot like the how to make Glühwein, a homemade wassail or Glühwein hot wine. We'll have the Lebkuchen. We'll have all kinds of stuff like that. So we can bring in some gingerbread stuff. So we'll have all kinds of videos like that on there. And there's already we have some stuff there already, but it'll be fun to see Jocelyn's channel grow because I think she's going to do really well because she has good presence. She puts her humor in there in some of the stories. And it's funny because you're like, oh, we need to, because usually when you watch like a cooking show, it's like, okay, they cut away and they're doing the stuff. And she's just talking her own stories the whole way. So it's a really nice experience.
It is.
So, Stephen, I have not been to Alaska. Joss has been to Alaska. Have you been to Alaska? No. None of us have. We all would like to go.
I've been to Hawaii, though.
Oh, she's got me there. She's been to Hawaii.
See? Now.
Look at her name drop. I've been to Hawaii.
That's Hawaii.
No, it's not a humble brag, Mom. It's just a brag.
Hey, have we gone to the Facebook questions?
That's where we're on here.
Popping all together?
Yeah.
Okay, do you think there will be flights to Europe this summer?
Yes, Absolutely. They're still going.
They're still going. They're just a little different than they have been in the past, so you'll make it through.
Let's see.
Don't take anything that remotely resembles food to Australia.
Yeah, dude, I remember
Japan too.
Yeah, I remember when I went to Australia, and this is like in the 90s when I went there as an exchange student. They were like not messing around. They're like, "Give me your candy." I'm like, "It's like a Snickers." No, garbage. No, they're pretty hardcore.
Darian's here. German.
Guten Abend, Darian.
And Darian's daughter Grace graduated from fifth grade today. They had a drive-through graduation.
Congratulations,
so Gracie. Allison said, totally forgot about this tonight. You've made my whole day. I got in a car accident this afternoon and have been...
This day has been poo-poo. I'm glad we can. I hope you're okay, Allison. Hope your car's not totaled.
I know. I'm glad that you're here with us because that means you're okay. So praise God for small miracles.
Yep.
That's awesome.
Alexander, yes, Glühwein is the best. We were actually... So I took down the Christmas tree for Mother's Day this year, like I do in my yearly tradition. And my gift I give Jocelyn is to take down the Christmas tree before Mother's Day. And so I got it down the Saturday before Mother's Day. What's that look for? And so I had to listen to Christmas music and drink Glühwein while I did it.
You were in seventh heaven.
It was fantastic. So Nick Barnett's unfortunately university that now is well resourced, so in the near term it should be okay. But for smaller institutions, futures look scary. Yeah, it is very true. I think you're going to see like school systems. The thing is you have all the people that haven't been working, so you don't have the tax income coming in. Also, all the sales tax isn't there. All this kind of stuff. So it's going to be a problem. I mean, a big problem, and it's a scary thing. I mean, trying to think about that. I mean, think about the ramifications of if you've lost your job. Of course, you're not going to travel. But also, if you're not sure if you're going to have your job in 6 months, are you going to are you going to spend that money? You're like, no. So
now to go back because there's a lot of new places that we haven't seen that we need to go and see. But we had a good time. It was crazy. It was hard for us.
It was a surprise. I mean, it was really fun.
Bye, Nick.
But it was a good time. Good night, Nick. Enjoy your evening.
Brian Boyd points out Johnny Depp tried to smuggle his dog into Australia.
Oh,
Johnny Depp is special.
Yes. Well, most famous people are quite special.
They think that they all are really special.
I've seen some special non-famous people I've traveled. It was
get your animal passport. By the way, you can get passports. My friend had passports for her puppies to go back and forth to France because she lived in New York, but she had a lot of business in France and had a tiny little apartment there, and her dogs had passports because she took those little critters in her purse.
What happened?
I mean, my dog couldn't fit in a purse.
Our dog couldn't fit in a duffel bag.
He couldn't fit in the overhead bin.
He couldn't fit in the overhead bin.
Not that he would put up with that anyway, but he's massive. You know what? One of our friends from here in town, from high school, he recently posted, as in, pre-COVID, posted a picture of him on a plane, and the person next to him had some kind of extra ability or disability, right? And they had their dog was an actual real service dog, right? And that service dog was a black Russian terrier, which, by the way, I think is like one of the most brilliant, beautiful dogs I've ever seen. And so he had posted this picture, and it's massive. They're not small dogs; they're like brigadier size, right?
Oh,
so they're like 100-pound dog, and they got more fur than Brig does. So they look even larger. And this dog's just literally sitting in the window seat. He's in the window seat.
Oh, you showed me that.
Just like perfectly sitting,
sounds like a cute photo.
I know. It's what a great. Anyway, I think that particular breed is amazing. I'd also like to have, if I had a choice, Black Russian Terrier or a giant Schnauzer. However, we just adopt dogs from the Quincy Humane Society. Only the Quincy Humane Society. We're big fans of the Humane Society
and adopting. You got a good dog in Brig.
Well, you know what? Humane Society dogs are always so grateful that you've adopted them. Like, that's a big thing for them. I really find that. Anyway, so kids, let's get back to some of your questions. Mark has been...
So somebody was pointing out that they couldn't find the Simply Jocelyn channel on the main Walters World page on the featured channels. I thank you for pointing that out because we just started the channel this week.
I have 5 subscribers. That's not true.
No, you have 87. You have 87. You have 87 now.
20 something today. Whoop! Thanks, y'all.
She's doing better than Walters World. I got nothing. I should just leave. I should seriously just leave. You but you think people will call your name Simply? They'll be like, "Hi, Simply."
Well, I think that's why Mark made me name the channel that. I had other ideas.
No, don't even do that. That was you and Donna. Simply Jocelyn or Just Jocelyn. You guys are like, this is it.
You told me it was a good idea to use my name. I didn't want it to be about me and have my name in it. It is. But I'm uncomfortable having my name in it because as loud and obnoxious as I am, I'm actually slightly humble.
Well,
anyway, so if you would like to find Jocelyn's channel, if you go onto the Walters World main page on our featured channels, we now have Simply Jocelyn on there. It's on the bottom, so she's not like at the top being unhumbled. So that's on there because people were asking about that. So I apologize for that. We're like probably not this weekend, but next weekend we'll have a video on Walters World announcing it. So when we have maybe like 10 videos up on her channel, so it's not like people go and there's one video, it's like silly. But if there's 10 up, there could be something people want to, learn about and learn how to cook. So we have that.
So thank you all.
Oh, I like this. For those who wander, if you're traveling into Australia and the beagle at the airport is excited to meet you, be afraid. That's at any airport. Any airport. Oh, Miss Jocelyn here, who brings like oranges back from wherever. Germany. And we're in JFK, and I'm like, and they're like, we're like gonna get thrown down. I'm like, what the hell?
I swear we don't do drugs. I swear.
And there's an orange, and I'm like, you said there was something in there.
So
I was
mad at me. You know what it was?
When we had left the hotel that morning,
shut up. When we left the hotel that morning, I had grabbed some fruit and thrown it in my bag and fed it to everybody as we're flying because, plane food is really salty and kind of
I think heavy. I'm good.
Okay.
So I grabbed a bunch of fruit and there was one orange nobody ate. Shut up.
I didn't see it. No,
Shut up, Mark.
There you go. Go ahead and.
Hey, where's
do your thing.
Rebecca? She's usually reminding me to say shut up, Mark.
She's working.
Bless her heart.
So. Okay, let me fix my hair. And I don't mean hair, I mean one hair because there's not many there.
Tanny says.
Oh, bye, Jamie Nagel. Hey, Rusty Shackelford.
Got fined heavily. You know what? But the rest of us can't afford to pay Johnny Depp.
So Rusty Shackelford got hooked on the Outlander series because of my mom telling him about it. My wife and I definitely need to go to Scotland now. That's true.
Oh,
definitely true.
And having had been to Scotland first, and then I mean the pictures, you should go right this minute.
Oh, we have a new member, I believe.
Awesome.
David Fagan, welcome, independent traveler.
Awesome.
Thank you so much, my friend.
David, don't forget to DM us so that we can get you added to all the extras because there's a bunch of extras. And we'd love to have you join us.
And thank you everybody that's been subscribed to Jocelyn's channel. That's so nice. Tom, appreciate it.
Crazy face.
Oh, here we go. Henry Martinez, our good buddy in the Bay Area. Mark, what are your honest thoughts on the new Sony ZV-1 camera? How's your equipment like? Also, congratulations, Jocelyn, on your new channel.
Thanks, Henry.
So I've been using the Sony Alpha 6000 for like, I don't know, 7 years now. Forever. Like I need to upgrade to the next level. I have not used their ZV-1 camera yet, so I can't say. But I know what I've been using isn't good enough now. And so when that one goes kaput, I will be trying new cameras. But I have not wanted to use one myself. What I like to use, for those who don't know, when I do the videos where it's me, like the talking me, I have the Sony Alpha 6000 up on there. It's in links below if you want to look for the Sony series of stuff. But that's what I film myself with, and I'll get some of the B-roll like that. But a lot of times the B-roll, I'm actually filming with my Samsung Galaxy phone, like holding that and doing it that way. Because I don't want to carry, like the reason why I like the Sony Alpha 6000 is because it's small enough that you could, if you have bigger enough pockets, you can just slide into pockets. And you don't look like a huge tourist, but you get the power of a really good camera. So that's what I've liked about them.
Brian Boyd.
Brian Boyd's got his on.
He
Boo,
says,
woo, woo,
nice
woo.
Schnart. Mark, I'm wearing the same one. Shirt, ... Because it doesn't say Schnart. It says...
Oh, I see. I was going to say, that doesn't say Schnart.
It says poopy.
That gal Tabitha. Sometimes it's hard to separate. I'm glad. Thank you for letting me know that I wasn't having it on there so I could put up there.
And
so awesome.
Can I just say thank you to all of you? Like I am not.
It's humbling when you get subscribers, isn't it? Like
Even
people are like, they're like, oh, you get subscribers all the time. No, it's really a big deal. People do that. It's awesome. Here's
the thing. Y'all know that I'm not particularly comfortable in front of a camera. I don't, as much as I'm goofy and loud and obnoxious.
High five.
We can do this here.
High five. High five.
Shut up,
that's not five. That's
we
smacking
can
me.
Be stupid but it's different when it's just you and it's your channel. I kind of have a little anxiety, so
because it's your channel, it's you.
So
out there for the world.
That would be natural.
Thank you, and it is kind of you to give even a click like that. Just doing that means something to me, and I appreciate it a lot.
And Derek points out that boom. 92 subscribers now.
Oh, wow.
Thank you.
Hey, good deal. Congratulations.
92 might get to 100.
Let's help her get to 100 tonight.
That would be nice.
Can you imagine that like 92 people give it enough of a poop to just do that? That's a big thing to me.
So 3 wishes, my buddy and me. Someone tell me where to find the like button on here. So if you're looking for a like button on a live video, I'm going to Jocelyn's.
Yeah, that would be good because,
So
thank you, Aussie Fly Girl.
So here's the live feed if on your phone. So you see what happens. You got your live feed going. You don't have a chance. What you have to do is you see the X over here. You click the X, boom, and that disappears. So you lose the live chat, and then you click the like button there. You do that. You have that. Then you want to get the live chat back. You click the live chat button. And boom, you can start commenting again.
Did you like it?
So you can do that.
Did you head?
I liked it already. Notice, I already clicked like on the video that you didn't already click on.
Already.
No, you didn't, because I clicked it earlier when I was looking.
Worst wife ever.
YouTube live.
YouTube wife. Am I not your wife in everything? We've been married 3 times.
3 times.
Just 3 times.
So I guess that 4th one must have been with somebody else. Is there something you need to tell me?
No, I just feel like we've been married so many times. It's like,
well, being soulmates and together and meant for each other forever does make it seem like it's been an eternity together. Because I love you.
I love you.
I know, but this is a family channel, so we can't kiss too much, or that's why our kids will yell at us. Because that's family.
You're my favorite.
I know, but you're gonna make them feel jealous.
I'm sorry.
Aussie Fly Girl just subscribed. Lee Bridges obviously used to live by the bay. Still has a house there. Nice. Let's see. Mark, I suggest getting a Sigma 16mm lens for your Alpha 6000. I have the same camera along with the Sony 18105. So I don't want to have, but we have the lens that's this long. We had that when we went to Africa. My God, the picture's like, oh look, you can see the boogers in the lion's nose. It was awesome.
I loved when we were watching the giraffes. Like, just, you know what? Caleb had a brilliant idea. He was actually looking through binoculars and took the phone.
Yeah.
He's like, hey, let me try this.
Yeah, I remember that.
It was brilliant.
Yeah.
And he got some good photos
pictures
too.
Through that. He got great pics from the phone through binoculars. Yeah. Interesting.
So Freya, I'm glad your dog has had a passport. She immigrated with me to the U.S. and lived the rest of her life happily. That's awesome. See, that's one of the things is I appreciate when they have the passports for dogs, because dogs are for people. They're I mean, for us, he's part of our family, and for you, and that's what's nice. You can actually take him with her. I think that's one of the reasons why they really started to develop the passport for pets to help people out. Also,
there are a lot of countries we have yet to visit. There are a roundabout, and depending on how you're counting countries, there's, let's just say, 200-ish. I'm going to put that ish in there. We have a lot more to go, and that is kind of the goal. We don't have a plan for visiting all of them, like we're going to do it in this order or anything like that. A lot of it is driven by our friends and our family, who we need to see, where people want to go and hang out. But also a lot of it is driven by y'all. You guys, when you put, like, we put it out often, almost at least once or twice a year. We're like, hey, these are the places we're thinking about. We want you to vote on it. And we really take that to heart. Yeah.
Well, and we've done like Iceland. We've done
several. And
so there was Iceland.
Yeah, that was the
amazing. Best. Costa Rica, Israel, which we didn't get to go on.
We were supposed to then be there
the Ireland trip later this year. That they voted on that one. Mm-hmm. Because there's been a few. Where else was there?
I don't know, but
somewhere you're going.
We love the input, and it's not just, hey, I have questions about this place, please answer it. It's also, hey, I live in this place, or I visited this place, and here's what I've learned. We love to know firsthand information so that we can take that, dissect it, put it into what we learn. We take a very wide angle picture of a place and give you the information back. And so we love your input. That's important to us. So,
Valeria Pasco on Facebook was just watching you guys on YouTube. Love your videos. I'm glad you found us on here as well on Facebook. That's really cool. Thank you so much. James Cook, would you ever visit a Stan country? Yes, we would. We were actually looking at some Central Asian places last year, but
we had some issues that happened that
had nothing to do with those countries.
No, it had to do with friends and family from other places that sometimes do some stuff. Hang on. So yes, we'll get to some stands. And there was Mark actually lived in Australia in high school, so there's that, and you should know that. And oh my gosh, Darian.
So Peter Barrett's a fan of ours on here, and he actually made a parody video of us on the 511 Hates in Melbourne in Australia years ago.
He did.
And he had a wig on when I used to have long hair when I used to live there. And long, and I had hair, so it's a little different. And he sent a box of Australian treats, and they told him it'd be like a week to get here. It took 6 weeks to get here, and we just got it like last week.
We're gonna have
we're filming the kids. We're having the kids and Jocelyn do the food stuff. So I think do you want it on your channel since it's a food thing?
Yeah, let's do that. Can I help the kids?
Yes, you have it. I will be the director in the cinematography.
I like to eat too.
And you guys can have Vegemite.
Oh God!
Send us Vegemite. Oh hell
yes! But we're not going to tell the kids. Oh, and tomorrow Caleb's mad at me because he right after. So we got pizza tonight, And right when we finished eating the pizza, he's like, "Let's do this." He wants to do the spicy noodle challenge that he saw on TikTok and stuff.
He's done so many of those. This child has eaten chicken hearts in Brazil. He's eaten spicy noodles in Japan.
Yeah.
I mean, the kid is fish eyeballs in Greece. Child eats anything and everything. That's like a big, huge thing. So I don't think this is squat for him. But Darian
no,
was
that's
on
that's
there
pretty
and
that's pretty
popped by
tough
and
stuff.
it ran off again. But
I missed means to travel.
Dang
What did
nabbit.
they hit? The means to travel. Did you hit a milestone?
did you hit something big?
I missed because I can't find the things.
And Darian's post was about Bucky's going to Warner Robins.
Yeah, they have one in Georgia. That's
you know
what I'm talking
why?
about.
You know why? Because Warner Robins is the home to Darian.
Yeah.
And
So
also to a really great
anyway, so means to travel was talking about. I really hope so. I heard travel channels are starting to pick back up a little, so hopefully mine will as well. Yeah, I mean, Liz, our YouTube channel is like this week. It's gone up a little. Like we're still nowhere near where we were in early March and February, in January. Nothing like we're still like at about I don't know a third, but we were down. Like I told you, like 90%, and now we're only down like 60%. So I'm like, hey, it's like instead of getting kicked in the balls, I'm getting kicked in the shin, which is nice. So yeah, so they started to come back. Actually, what I saw more was actually on our website. The blog has gone back to almost where it was beforehand, and our blog does nowhere near like what our YouTube videos are because I am not a gift with a scribe. I'm a gift with a gab. So there is that. What, you're leaving?
I'm gonna go upstairs and Liam's about getting there, so I'm gonna go upstairs and put him. Hey, good night, y'all. I'm gonna go upstairs and tuck Liam in and.
She'll be back. We'll still be drinking, so it's all good. Here, let's love you. Bye bye.
Love you too, Kath.
Night.
All right,
I'll see you later.
Yeah.
We'll readjust so we can have the comfort thing. So for those of you wondering what the Chichen Itza shirt says, it says Chichen Itza, not chicken pizza, which is what you hear anytime you go to Chichen Itza on the tours. They always talk about it's not chicken pizza, it's Chichen Itza. So we have this. You can actually get that at waltersworld.store. So if you want to grab your own, you can get that. And some of our other fun shirts like Andiamo and some of the Walters World gear. So we have that there. You'll never see Joss without her water bottle, except when it's Whiskey Wednesday, when it's all whiskey, because I think that water bottle full of whiskey would be dangerous. So there is that. So, Mom.
Oh.
Claradia, what country in your experience has the best balance between healthy and delicious food?
Healthy and delicious.
Like there's a lot of delicious. What about the healthy? I think Rwanda. Because it was a lot of vegetarian peanut stuff.
Yeah, it was healthy.
Really healthy. It was really tasty too.
It was tasty.
Yeah. I know. And you haven't been to Japan, have you? No, you haven't been to Japan.
No, I haven't been to Japan.
I found Japan. The food tasted so clean. Like, it's like if having a McDonald's, it was like drinking a glass of water. It just felt so clean. Versus, it's hard to explain. But like I felt their food was really clean there, but I don't know if it's necessarily healthy.
Well, Lithuania would be another.
Yeah, so Lithuania is really big on natural stuff. So they actually, like McDonald's had to say, like our potatoes are 100% Lithuanian. They're 100% like from here because they're all about natural ingredients. And so whenever you'd ask people about organic stuff, they're like, what do you mean organic? Like, oh, it doesn't use preservatives. Like, that's all of our stuff. You're like, oh, right.
Yeah.
Jennifer Benzie, get some sleep. It's 4:00 in the morning. You should get to bed.
Yeah.
Mark, where's the GoFundMe? I'm in. The GoFundMe, patreon.com/WaltersWorld. There you go. Thanks, man. Let's see. Oh, Lee Bridges just made some minestrone. Nice. Mark, mon français est très mauvais. Je ne parle pas français. Je parle seulement un petit peu de français parce que je suis idiote et je ne veux pas. Je peux demander où est les toilettes? Où est les... Whatever. Chaud chocolat, hot chocolate. I don't know. My French isn't as good as my other languages. Sorry. What's up, Liam? Nothing? You're a little hungry?
Not hungry, thirsty.
You're thirsty? Okay. You want some water or something? Or?
Yes, please.
All right.
Do you want me to do that?
Are you? I mean, you can take over the chat.
I'll be happy to get Liam some water.
Well, now it's just the two of us, me and you. So, Mark, where's the go? Let's see. We got some stuff on here that I can answer some questions. Let's scroll up. Sean Fang, the Samyang fire noodles. I love those. So Caleb, when he first saw these fire noodles here, he's like, we got to get these, and so we got them for him because where we live, there's a large Asian population, so we got a lot of really good Asian markets and stuff like that. So we had to find them there. He's like, we got to get this, Dad. Like, sure, no problem. And so we like bought half the store, I think, when we were there. And so Caleb's like, he tried to do it, and he's like, oh, he was taking like the, don't take that, because I got it. I'm using this.
You got to leave that there because it's going to fall down.
Go ahead, take it. It's fine. Liam stealing my stuff again. You want to slide that over there underneath. And so Caleb got it, and then he was so hot he ended up like taking a gallon of milk and drinking straight from the gallon of milk, like milk everywhere on the floor in front of the refrigerator. Luckily, Jocelyn didn't see that. I helped him clean that up after he was like, and then of course I explained to him after he finished the challenge. He didn't really finish the challenge. I had to finish it for him. But I had to explain him, like, dude, it doesn't burn just once. He didn't quite catch on. And then he caught on later. So it was pretty funny. So TGK, Walter's World, have you guys considered having a P.O. box to have subscribers send goodies? I know my son has asked to see if you could mail things to your boys. So we do have a P.O. box that we use for work, but it gets overrun because as Thomas, if he's still on here, knows, the P.O. box gets shoved every Wednesday full of all the flyers, and it seems like the flyers make it and my mail doesn't. So I've not really used anything for there. That's one thing we might look into later to get a bigger box so we can do something like that. So if you want to do a private message to me, we can talk and we can see about sending some stuff so we can have some fun times. So there is that. Let's see. Okay. Oh, Ronnie Dove, hope you're doing well. Yeah, Thomas, mail both directions from Australia, and to Australia's a mess. Yeah, that was true. Very, very true. Thank you, Eliz, for saying being a part of the Walter's World crew is fun. We appreciate it. Mitch Warden, thank you for being a new subscriber. That's very nice. Oh, there's my dad. He's out. Hi, Dad. How are you? My dad's waving at everyone, just so you know.
You guys are still on?
Yeah, we're still on, Dad. We go for hours. See, we're at 2 hours and 15 minutes, but you getting tired?
I'm okay.
You're okay?
I'm okay.
She's okay because she doesn't want to make her baby sad because she hasn't seen her baby for months. So she's like, I'm spending time with my baby. So we'll probably cut. We're going to go 10 more minutes. We'll go 10 more minutes and we're going to finish off. So get your questions in so we get some of the last ones in here. So Mark Barube, how far ahead do you plan your trips? How many ahead? So what we do is kind of like, I'll have in my book, which is now holding up the back of this computer, so I can't show you. I will actually kind of schedule out rough, like in pencil, not with pencil, but you know what I mean, like you have it in pencil, a rough idea of places I want to go, like this year, next year, the year after, to like where we want to kind of fit things in. Because looking at school holidays, looking at festivals going on, like is like, for example, like going to Germany, like this Christmas and next Christmas markets, the first Sunday of Advent falls on Thanksgiving weekend, so you can actually have the Christmas markets in Germany during Thanksgiving break. So like I would like to go to Germany during one of the next two Thanksgiving breaks because we can go to Germany and have the Christmas markets and the kids don't have to miss any school. But after that, then it gets pushed back a week, and then it's like, well, there's no point in going then if you want to get the Christmas markets. So I'll sometimes look at things like that, like when does Mardi Gras fall or Carnival fall? Because, do I want to be there for that or not? And so we'll look at some of those things longer term. But in general, like, for example, this year we had, at the beginning of the year, we had tickets booked through October. So we had, in January, it was Atlanta, Alabama, Savannah, New Orleans, and then February was El Salvador, London. March was Cayman Islands. April, we were doing a fan trip where you guys would actually vote where we go. Like we'd have like, hey, we got miles, let's go. And we were going to do that. May, June, and July was was in Europe, Turkey, Israel. We had that coming, and then the end of the summer was enough. Like we had stuff planned all the way out, but the thing is since we make all the videos, we have to kind of plan out like the content and what we want to film and what's gonna be ready for people. Like, for example, like before the Olympics in Rio, we went to Rio de Janeiro about 2 months to a month before. Well, we were in Brazil for a month for like the month before the Olympics. So we left like 2 weeks before the Olympics started, so we could put out videos for people that are going to the Olympics. So we'll kind of plan things like that. So it really kind of depends that way. But usually, I mean, we're kind of planned out, 10 months in advance, which is funny because sometimes places will call us and be like, hey, we want you to come like tomorrow. I'm like, one, I have a real job. And so I can't leave just like that. But two, we have things planned out so far ahead. We need to work together in a different way. So that's what we're kind of doing. Mr. Means to Travel. What are the must-see do spots in Texas? Big place, I know. I love San Antonio. Jocelyn loves San Antonio. That's her favorite town there. Mom too. If you're there and it's close to Austen, you can go there. Austen can be fun, and then it can be over the top. Like Derek, if you went with a Liz when you're there, you could be kissing her, telling you love her, celebrating your 10-year anniversary, and some dude is going to hit on her because there is so many guys there and so few females that it's kind of like, like anytime I would go get drinks for Jocelyn, guys would be like, multiple guys were hitting her at the same time when I come back. And sometimes when I'm sitting with her, talking to her, gazing into her eyes, and she's gazing into my guys like, hey, what's up, lady? Like, I'm like, bro, like, back up. We're married. And like, okay. So I have a heads up for that. But like San Antonio is still my favorite one. I got a lot of people that really love Houston, but there's some stuff in there. If you ask Mark Finley, I'm sure he's got some opinions on the best place to go there. So there's that. Kathy, thank you for joining us. So Stephanie.
Thank you.
Have you ever been to Austria? And if so, what are your must-sees?
Oh, yeah. Innsbruck, Salzburg. Vienna is very nice. I've been wondering about Linz, but I haven't been there.
It's okay.
No.
That's in Germany.
That's in Germany, yeah.
That's all you've been to.
Well, Innsbruck and Salzburg are my favorites.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people miss out on Innsbruck because Salzburg, because these to get to from Munich.
Innsbruck is beautiful.
Yeah, Innsbruck is beautiful. We've actually gone there for Christmas markets a few times because it's not as popular of a destination as like Salzburg or Vienna.
And it's easy to get to from Munich. There's a lot of places.
Yeah, because the train that goes from Munich down to Rome and goes down to Italy goes through Innsbruck, so you can do that. So it's very nice. So cool. All right, let's see. Ooh. It's jumping around again. Uh-oh. Three Wishes, my buddy and me says, nice seeing a face for the infamous Mark's mom, Kathy.
Thank you.
We're having a great Wednesday. Thank you. Cam Dehart, any plans for Ohio episodes? You guys are close by Illinois. So we were in Columbus was it last year? No, 2 years ago. We were in Columbus. And we were visiting friends, and we just had such a good time with them. We actually never got out and exploring the city and doing stuff. I've been to Columbus. You've been to Columbus.
I lived in Columbus.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You lived in Columbus. So, like, we could have done stuff, but we were having such a good time when we were there.
It is a fun place.
Yeah, I'll give a shout out to Columbus, Ohio. Like, they have pride in their city, and they do a fantastic job of showing that pride and keeping the city great with the Ohio State University there. It is a nice place to be.
German area.
Yeah, they've kept it real nice. So there is that. So Scott X Rated says, I thought prices for hotels in the Caribbean during COVID-19 would be rock bottom, but prices are still high. Why? Because no one's traveling right now, so no matter what they do, they're not going to inspire anybody to get there. Because why have low prices when there's nobody here? I can charge whatever I want, so why lower them? What you'll see is when we have the mad rush this summer of people going, prices will still be high, but you'll see a big drop in prices in the fall when people are like, oh, kids are going back to school and the economic impact of not having work and all this kind of stuff starts, the dominoes really start falling. Then you'll see that people are starting to travel again because, hey, if people are traveling, we can entice them to travel with lower prices. But if people aren't traveling, it doesn't matter what the price is. I mean, it doesn't matter what the price is for the Ferrari. I can't afford it, so I'm not even going to look at the price. So that's why you're seeing some stuff like that. Let's see. And so Mark Finley, who's been awesome and has been moderating this with Means to Travel and everybody else, has a thing saying, I think we need to have a Walt Disney World group vacation and go tubing on the Brazos River between Austen and San Antonio.
Oh my God.
Now that would be fun. Now my question is this the whitewater rafting tubing that we did in Ecuador where Liam was like, this is great until you realize you're going to die? Or is it more like the lazy river, we sit on there and we have an extra inner tube with the cooler full of beer and current river kind of stuff? Like, that's what I want to know. So that's one thing I have to... Mo, I just answered your question about how far back we plan. It's usually we're going back like 10 months to try to plan things out. So there is that. Right now, things are a little bit weird because we don't have anything planned past November because we're waiting to see what opens up. Like, we don't have any tickets bought. So we have ideas and thoughts, but there's other things out there. Let's see. Megan Morris, Columbus is actually one of the best places to live in the U.S. if you work in fashion. Fun fact. Oh, that's cool.
Oh, yeah. And it was like the home of fashion in the Midwest and beyond.
Oh, three wishes. My buddy me says lazy tubing with a cooler of beer. That's what it's like. Oh, good. Mark says no. Lazy river with coolers. Now we're on. Now
There might be
we might have something to do this summer because I got to get the rest of my body looking burned like my face. Can you tell my little tan lines here? Woo! Don't go blind. Don't go blind. Woo! It is kind of crazy. Anyway. Oh, stream is buffering like mad. All right. Well, I think we'll call it. Oh, yeah. I'm getting all the warnings about it, too. So I think we'll call it a night.
Yeah.
We want to wish everybody a fantastic Wednesday or Thursday or, whatever day you're celebrating and watching this. We appreciate you watching. Thank you to our guest who's letting us be a guest in her house, my mom, Kathy.
Thank you.
And we wish you all the best on our next trips. And thank you, everybody, for being on. I'm glad we could do this. And, do subscribe to Jocelyn's channel, Simply Jocelyn.
Yes.
You can always
Get her
subscribe to
up to
ours.
100.
Get her up to 100 subscribers. Don't forget to click like real quick. I'll give you a couple seconds to click like so we can get a few more likes on this button. Please share our videos with your friends about places they're going to go. And Jocelyn's wandering around eating peanut butter cookies. So just so you know what's going on. Anyway, good night, everybody. Wish you all the best.
You want these.
That's
I
right.
mean it. You want them.
That's right. We made those today because, if you're at Grandma's.
You gotta make cookies.
That's right. Liam was like, gotta make cookies with Grandma. So, all right. Liz and Derek, love y'all. Eric, Mark, Michael, Lori, 3 wishes, Chris Bates, Fine Ass, Amy Fresh, Ronnie Lee, Lori, Chris, what?
Eric Brown.
Eric Brown, yes. I said Eric. Lauren, Nick D, everybody, Derek. It's been a great night. Darian, my buddy, Megan Morris. Everybody that's been on here, just want to say thank you. Our buddies on Facebook that have been stuck with us for a couple hours, we want to say thank you as well. It's been fun being together with everybody again. I'm glad we get to do this. So just so you know, there are some changes coming. Freya, thank you for all the questions. Jamie, hope you're doing well. Rami, always a pleasure. Megan Gareth, thank you. Thank you. I think we're natural in front of the cameras. We appreciate it. So our weekly Whiskey Wednesday is ending today. And starting in June, Whiskey Wednesday will be the first Wednesday of every month, which means next Wednesday we'll be back at 8 o'clock. So it's not really stopping the weekly thing. It's just now we're going to switch to once a month, the beginning of the month, because people are traveling again now. And so we're going to give people a chance to go. Now, I'm not saying we won't have other live feeds during the month. But we just want you to know that it's going to be the first of the month. The first Wednesday of the month is going to be Whiskey Wednesday. We're going to do that. If we're going to do other ones, we will announce it on Facebook, on YouTube, Instagram, all that kind of stuff, so we can all join up together. But just want to say thank you to everybody for being so awesome. You guys inspire us to do this. Thanks for joining.
At our house.
Yeah, thanks for being here with us. So y'all be good. Thank you for everything. And until our next adventure,